Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Blue Jackets continue preseason play tonight, hosting Pittsburgh at Nationwide Arena. It's a stretch of 4 games in 4 days, and you can hear that game tonight right here on the Fan. Cleveland Guardians, who now have the lead in the AL Central, will host the Detroit Tigers, the team they have the advantage on. Guardians have won 9 of their last 10, while the Tigers have dropped 7 in a row. Jack Flaherty pitching for Detroit tonight. Tanner Bybee for the Guardians. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Reds play the second of this series at home with Pittsburgh and go into play 1 game back in the race for the final National League wildcard spot. The Pirates will pitch Paul Skeens tonight. The Reds will send Hunter Green to the mound. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. We all love the word free, so does Awaken 180. Medication free, side effect free, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola, I'm Dennis Farina. So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, man. Here we are.
Teddy's back today. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Got a big program today. Leather Jacket time with Nicole Shearin. Now, Nicole Shearin is in Palm Springs for vacation number 9 so far this year. But in her absence, we've taken out the AI Nicole machine. So here's how it works. We have fed every single conversation we've ever had with Nicole into this machine.
Yeah.
And then it will generate answers based on our questions. It formulates what, her personality would be, what the AI thinks her personality would be.
Right.
So AI Nicole at 3:30, name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, the real guy. Well, unless he drops dead between now and 5:30, which is always a possibility. That is coming up today as well.
He's got to be getting excited, too. Getting ready for Jackets time.
I'm
we got
getting
preseason
excited,
games flying off the shelves left and right. I can't wait. I'm excited, too. This is such a big season for the Jackets. We're ready, right? I mean, we say this a lot. I feel like
25 years.
There's been a lot of seasons.
25 years,
but
buddy.
you know what I mean? There's been seasons throughout those 25 where you go into it with no expectations and you say, my God, I'll be surprised if we do anything. Look, with everything,
we've had too many of those.
Too many.
That's what we call sad.
That's way too many for a team that's been around a quarter century now. You would have hoped that you'd sniffed a Stanley Cup. Maybe you didn't win one. Maybe you didn't even get to the Stanley Cup Finals, but maybe you got to the conference finals a couple of times.
You were
and
within smelling different.
And you were within 2 games or a game of getting to the Stanley Cup Finals. But we haven't even done that. But, I mean, I know with everything that happened and what happened to Johnny going into last season, it put a damper on the roster, the mood, the community. We were proud of that team to have a puncher's chance in the last week of the season. This year, as you've heard from several of the guys when they had their meet and greet with the media a week or two ago, Zach Werenski included, there's not going to be a whole lot of good feelings or good vibes if they don't get the job done and if they're not one of the 8 teams in the postseason.
If it wasn't so tragic, it would be hilarious. Rimmer was on the program a couple weeks back, and we were talking about the offseason and, really the lack of moves. We thought they'd be a little bit more busy.
Sure.
And then Rimmer essentially said, well, it's been a really good offseason because nobody died. And it's tragic, right? But I mean, you had the Kivy situation, right? You had the Johnny situation, and I guess that's what we have to look at as Jackets fans. Like, wow, did they sign anybody big?
Yes.
Not really. But did anybody die?
We're tired of that.
No, but and hopefully we can go every single offseason and say,
without that. Yeah.
No one died.
Yeah.
We're A-okay.
It would be great. It would be nice. I feel like we've had our fair share. We've had more than our share of tragedies. We've had enough tragedies for 100 years here for a hockey organization.
When you go back and look at, it's 25 years. They're celebrating the 25 years this year. And this franchise, you can make a case. We talk about cursed franchise and snake-bitten franchises. you make a case for this team, right? I mean, you just go back to, first, the lack of winning, right? That's bad. 2, I mean, you've been to a hockey game in the last 20 years, right? You've seen the nets up around the ice.
I know.
There's a reason those nets are there.
Oh, I was processing that one.
I'm just saying.
When I mentioned the tragedies.
For those of you who are not aware, there was sadly a young girl who died because she was hit by a puck at Nationwide Arena.
Yeah.
And those nets are up now to protect an incident like that from ever happening again. You have that terrible situation. You had the Kivy situation. You had the just laughable Mike Babcock hire, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
we had him in here, didn't we?
Yes.
A week or so before the absconding everybody's cell phone situation.
You had the terrible Johnny and Matthew situation. I mean, this is... You go back in Reds history. The Reds are the oldest team in Major League Baseball. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a couple events like that. And in 25 years of Columbus Blue Jacket hockey, we've pretty much seen it all.
Boy,
so let's see some good stuff now.
Let's just see some playoff hockey. Let's see some consistent playoff hockey. Would that be so much to just get a 3 to 5 year stretch of making the postseason every year, and then how about a couple of runs?
I'm ready for. You know what else is ready for? You mentioned it. Zach Werenski's ready for it.
He's been ready.
He said anything that's not a playoff run is a failure with this team.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't mean you forget the past. You still cherish that, and you think about the memory of Johnny and Matthew every single day, and that hopefully inspires you to go out and give it your all, right?
Yeah.
But it's time now to take the next step with this group of guys.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to feel it for the city, because every time we've gotten close, you can tell how hungry everybody out there is.
I've told people about this before. We
know what the environment's like.
Explode.
Oh, it's not just the environment in the arena. It's just a mood around the city that everybody will buy into it, even the people that are not hockey fans. And you know what? I am not that way, where if you are not a hardcore hockey fan and you're reading articles every single day, 365 days of the year, I'm not one of those guys that'll say, like, no, you can't enjoy it as much as me, because I'm on First Ohio Battery all the time. I'm reading Porty stuff every single day. No, join in on the fun. Jump in on all the action. When we get to that time of the year, and if the Jackets are making a run through the postseason, you want to hop on the bandwagon, that's what you should do. Get the whole entire city, get everybody you know interested in hockey at that point.
Hey, Teddy, I sort of blocked out that Mike Babcock appearance. Did he drop an F-bomb when he was in with us?
Yes, he did. He did.
I don't remember.
I remember that.
I don't remember that. You remember?
I do remember that.
Oh.
I was filling in with you
par for the course,
on that show when we did that interview.
I don't remember any of this.
Bone was out on a PTO day. The Mike Babcock thing came in. I was here to do the show. He was sitting right there. We played a little game. We wondered what his attire would be, because that's just what guys like
remember.
What guys like you and I do. We're like, well, what do you think he would wear for a trip to the local radio station? Is he going to be wearing a golf shirt? Is he going to be wearing one of the hockey sweatsuits, like what he would wear out for a practice? And I think it was a hybrid. I think he had athletic-looking pants with a tucked-in golf shirt. But then, yes, he dropped an F-bomb in a certain type of way.
Right.
I can't remember the context, but it was when he said it kind of fast. It wasn't like F-bomb Jen, where we're talking about Happy Gilmore. It's like, oh, I effing love that movie.
F-bomb Jen will be sitting in for you tomorrow.
Yes.
So maybe we get kicked off the air, FCC.
Should you take the delay out just for fun? Just for a rush, man. F-bomb Jen with no safety net. Whoa.
Have I ever told my Lou Holtz story on the air? I mean, I've told it off the air.
Maybe you're going to have to.
I mean, I don't know how I can't say what he said. That's the problem. I've done this on the Basement Show. I've done it on YouTube. Which, by the way, people ask me, when are you going to do another one of those? I don't know.
I mean, you still have to do another one, don't you?
Brought to you by our friends at the Lion's Den. They're still paying me.
You're contractually obligated.
Well, there's no set amount that I have to do.
I think the amount should be north of zero, right?
There's lots of back archive shows. Go back and watch it. It's beautiful.
Well, I know. You've done like 5 of them, maybe?
I want to get one where we can sort of throw you in.
You want me to jump on one show?
I mean, I don't want you in my basement with me, but maybe we
can zoom in.
Zoomy?
Yeah. We don't know. We killed Zoom. No more Zoom. It's just Teams now. Did you get the memo?
No more Zoom.
Zoom dead. It's all Teams.
I can use Zoom at home, though.
Oh, no, but the company hates it. No,
who cares what the company hates?
You can't use it,
Are
man.
they sold yet?
Your laptop's going to blow up if you try to use Zoom.
Mess you up.
Teams only.
We had some baseball to talk about. We had baseball last night. It enthralled me. It terrified me. It was all those things. That's next. Colin Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
If you're itching for a new vehicle this fall, you have to go see my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Hey, it's Anthony. I drive an awesome Ridgeline, and you can drive home the rugged 25 Ridgeline Sport with 0% APR or lease for as low as $299 a month. Or go for the looks and reliability of a 2025 Honda Accord LX, just 3.99% APR or lease it from only $199 a month. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, and GermainHondaofDublin.com.
College is great. You know what else is great? Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
ABC Wednesday, The Golden Bachelor premieres.
Hi, Mel.
Hello. Former NFL star Mel Owens is looking for his second chance at love.
I'm hopeful that I'll find true love.
But these women are in a league of their own.
Mel has never been exposed to women like us. I don't know how he can handle it all.
The Golden Bachelor season premiere.
To love, happiness, and fun.
Tonight at 9 on ABC6.
Good morning, Columbus. It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Warning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus, weekday mornings on ABC6. It's going to be a good day.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall. Looky here, guys. The Grove City Smoking Hot Wing and Music Fest is back for year 3, Saturday, October 4th at American Nitro. I'm excited. We're talking cold beer, killer wings, live music all day, football on the big screen. It all supports Ghosts of War, helping veterans in need. So veterans and military, you're in free, baby. Get your tickets at americannitro.com/wingfest. Brought to you by The Fan, Columbus Chamber, Martin Painting, T-Mobile, and Greenscapes. Wingfest, flavor, fun, and football. What more do you need?
Your home, your comfort, your family. That's everything. Big companies shout, big ads scream. But trust is quiet. It's a tech who fixes instead of sells. A family business here since '66. Northland Heating and Cooling, your local Lennox premier dealer. Honest comfort, real people, real peace of mind. Northland Heating and Cooling.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Good afternoon. Expect some slowdown due to an accident that's on East 7th Avenue at North 6th Street. You're also going to run into a delay due to an accident that's on South Ohio Avenue, south of Sycamore Street. This report is sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialist for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coughlin Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on a new 25 Kia Sorento or 3.49% on a new 25 Telluride. Visit CoughlinKia.com.
Coughlin has the car for you.
Based on January to December 2024 retail sales, 0% for 48 months and 3.49% for 60 months equals $20.83 and $18.19 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Not all will qualify. All qualified manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
The Fan has a new tailgate destination. Join us before every home game at the O Patio and Pub on Lane.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers. Jameson Whiskey didn't go to college, and Coors Light.
See you Saturday, friends.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens at your latest forecast. We're looking at scattered showers, some occasional rumbles of thunder throughout most of the day today. Temperatures will make their way to the low 70s by this afternoon. Showers and some rumbles of thunder continue through this evening and into tonight with more rain chances for your Thursday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Two men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
We've been having a lot of rain here this last week, and there's more coming. Maybe you have noticed something about your roof. If it's a little leaky, if maybe it's time to get a new one. It could be a pretty expensive endeavor, but no worries. That's why I trust my friends at Victor's Home Solutions. You can start things up with them with a free 21-point roof inspection. They will assess the exact condition of your roof. They'll get all up in that attic, make sure that ventilation is tip-top. They've got thousands of 5-star ratings when it comes to their customer service. You'll see why they can offer you a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. It'll be one of the best-looking roofs in the neighborhood, if not the best. And they do all those little things, too. Most of the time you see your friends. I've seen this in my neighborhood. When people get the roofs redone, it looks like crap when it's all finished. And sometimes that stuff blows into your yard. Not with Victor's. They take care of all that. No mess. No mess you up when it's all done. So call them to get set up, 866-VICTORS, or go online at victors.com.
I had a nice little Tuesday night at the house last night. I was excited about it as I was eating dinner. I said, I got good baseball to watch tonight. I get excited for late season baseball. As I like to call it, I said it to Samantha last night, I like baseball in coats. Because it's either late March, early April, the season is still young, you have delusions of something for whatever team you root for, you're watching the game in coats, right?
Yes.
September, October, if you're still interested in your team, you're wearing coats, right?
Yep.
So baseball in coats makes me happy.
Actual coats.
Actual coats.
Ben Winter coats to go with a good old
Didn't have a ton of
nickname.
coats down in Cincinnati last night, but I was flipping around between both these games. I also threw on my bad White Sox against the Yankees. White Sox going for loss number 100 tonight, Timmy. Big game.
Oh, boy. And what do they got, like 5 left or so to try to get it done?
It's the rest of the week, whatever. But I have faith in them.
Sure.
I have faith in them to lose 100 games. But I don't think the Reds could have been more Reds last night, and I don't think the Guardians could have been more Guardians. The Reds come in white hot, and, they got a nice crowd in that place. Got the Pirates coming in. They're trash. And you lose.
We said this yesterday.
We said that's what they were going to do, and they did it. Meanwhile, you have the Guardians. Fell behind 2-0 in the game. You're going up against Tigers, Ace, and Scooble. And in that 6th inning, that was the most Guardians inning of all time. Let's put aside David Fry taking a 99-mile-an-hour fastball to the face.
My God.
He's all busted up and broken up, but it looks like neurologically he's fine. Thankfully, it was terrifying. Anywho.
Trying to lay down a bunt.
That was the ultimate suicide squeeze.
Yeah.
He was going to commit suicide.
Mm-hmm. Laying down the bunt, and the ball just travels right over the handle of his bat, right into his eye socket. And
don't even get an on-base percentage point for that, Timmy.
No.
Because it hit the bat after it hit his face.
That's the ultimate shame,
I'm just saying, you're going to take 100 to the face, at least get an on-base percentage point.
That is as HBP as you can ever get.
That's right.
You gave up
No, foul ball.
Potentially a piece of your brain, right? But thankfully, no neurological issues, at least yet.
Shook everybody up. And then, they had the delay, right?
You know it's bad when you see Scoobs.
Oh,
he just immediately.
No pitcher wants that.
Of course, this is great. It was actually great to see the emotion from the guys that did it because it shows you that they're human. They're trying to play hard. You have to pitch inside. We know that. It's a part of baseball. You're not headhunting or going after guys. But to see him.
No, he didn't hit him.
And then his catcher, too, takes one look at Fry, and he just puts his hand right on top of his catcher's mask. They all cared.
Well, they're hearing the sound of it, too. I mean,
God.
it's baseball against face.
Same sound that it makes when it hits a bat.
But, Scooble, there was a long delay. And then the very next pitch that Scooble threw was a wild pitch.
Yeah.
Which scored a run.
Shakes you up.
They scored 3 runs in that inning. This is the most Guardians inning ever. That's why I say this. They scored 3 runs in that inning without the ball ever leaving the infield. They stole that game last night. And when you look at their roster, I don't know how they win anything. I really don't. It's, for the most part, it's Jose Ramirez, it's Stephen Kwan, and it's a bunch of bums. But somehow
they come together.
Somehow they're there. They're tied for first. They were 15 and a half games out.
And this really, you could say what a terrible job this is by Detroit, and you'd be right.
It is that.
But at the same time, the Guardians have been winning every damn game.
The Tigers haven't been Metsing this thing
in this stretch.
The Mets have been just giving it away.
Oh my God!
Tigers have been, hanging around. At times they play nice 500 baseball. That's fine.
The Guards are winning every single game they play. That's what had to happen. So yes, the Tigers had to start sliding. They've lost 7 in a row now, but the Guardians have had to win basically every time
they've
been out on the diamond.
Nipping of the heels.
That's right.
They hear it.
That inning, though, that was very 2015 Royals-ish. Do you remember that Royals team?
Yeah. And
who just small-balled their way. They just played smart, fun baseball because they actually it was a typical mid-major market team that does have some good players on it. And then ultimately you're not going to keep all those good players. So it was great for the people in Kansas City to lose in the World Series the way they did the year before. I don't think anybody dreamed that they would get back and then beat Bones Mets in 5 games. But the way they played, the way they were able to run the bases, make things happen, it was fun baseball.
I've had arguments with people about this for years. People who should know better, people who classify themselves as baseball people, where they want to tell me that, hey, man, you're too hard on the strikeout guys because an out's an out. An out is not an out. When you put the ball in play, things happen. All right? Chaos happened in that 6th inning. Because the ball was put in play.
Hit the ball.
You had a couple of bunts, right? One of which, Scooble had plenty of time, I think, to turn around and throw to first. Instead, he decided to throw it under his pee-pee, underhand, which was a dumb decision. You had Jose Ramirez, who's up there swinging for the fences, hit a little dribbler down the third base line. Still looks the same in the box score, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who cares what the exit velo was? He drove in the run when he needed to drive in the run.
Get an RBI.
If he strikes out, you get nothing.
Nothing.
You put the ball in play, things happen.
I mean, whatever happened to running the bases, right? I mean, I know there's still teams that do that. We're talking about it, but so much of it. And we've had these conversations with Jason Stark. I asked him the batting average question on Monday, and I don't know if there's any putting the genie back in the bottle. I tend to think that this is an issue. Maybe it will recorrect itself just because you'll understand the good. You'll understand what good things can happen.
League, man. I mean, you saw the Royals. You talk about the Royals winning the World Series. The Royals got to the World Series not hitting home runs. They played solid baseball. They played great defense.
You have to pitch well.
They had the best bullpen in baseball. I mean, if their starters got the game to the 6th inning, the game was over.
Yeah.
It was over.
They had middle relievers. They had their 3-pitcher lineup where they would go, 7th, 8th, 9th inning, or their middle guy would go, 2 innings or so.
It's a myth. It's even in 2025, it's a myth that the team that hits the most home runs is going to just win the World Series. You can look back at, the Giants when they were winning their World Series. I guess you go back 20 years now and look at my 2005 Chicago White Sox. That's 20 years. I'm so depressed.
Yeah.
20 years.
I mean, is that really that long? Think of some of us.
20 years? Yes, 20 years is a long time.
Think of some of us when it comes to your baseball team winning a World Series. 20 years seems like yesterday.
Who's some of us? You?
Well, me.
You're a Royals fan when convenient.
All the Indians and Guardians fans, the Reds fans, all of them.
Yeah.
Pirates fans that we have here at the station. Pirates fans. You had a series
fan?
in 05. We have Cole as a big Pirates
Yeah, you're
fan.
right. I shouldn't be upset. We had one in 1917 and we had one in 05. That's right. I'm spoiled. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, 05. Hey, the one though.
That's the one.
The one in the modern era.
I shouldn't want another Super Bowl either. 85 Bears.
That's it.
Bah, I was 5 years old. Who cares?
No.
I had it.
That's what people tell me about the Redskins. Oh, Browns fans and Bengals fans tell me that all the time. You get 3 Super Bowls. I'm like, yeah, it really was great when I was 9 years old, enjoying that Super Bowl. It'd be nice to have some kind of success in a 30-year span.
Is there anything better, though, when you're a kid, when your favorite team wins the title?
No.
There's nothing better. I remember when the Bulls were banging and Michael Jordan's winning titles. I remember just being so, because it was always summertime.
You're alive.
Right? And there's no school.
Yeah.
So
It's
I was able
late
to
June.
stay up late and watch all these games. And, NBC would sign off for the season. After they win the title, they'd have a long post-game show with celebration, and Bob Costas would give you some sort of breathy monologue. But then they would end the broadcast.
Bob would just grandstand like he does.
He would.
To end every season and get real with you.
But then they would end the broadcast by showing like a credit reel, like the movies, right? Where they tell you everybody
All the
who worked on
production
the broadcast the
Yeah.
entire season, and they would splice little highlights in while they're running the production reel, and it was to the song "Winning It All" by The Outfield. And I remember just sitting on my bed, winning it all, don't want to run away.
I don't know. I'll have to play that. I don't know it. It doesn't ring a bell.
I know it because that's when they would play it. I remember sitting on my bed. It was probably, midnight, whatever it was, not being able to go to sleep.
And
Just
that was your moment.
Listening to that song, just that feeling.
Yeah.
You get excited now as an adult, obviously, when your team wins something like that. But, what I was thinking about last night when look at the Guardians doing all this is that for some kids out there, this is their first opportunity to experience any of this.
Yeah.
And how exciting must that be
I
for
want to
them?
talk more about that after we talk to AI Nicole, too.
All right, leather jacket time with AI Nicole in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for some slower traffic if you're on eastbound I-70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and 33. And there's a 5-minute delay due to a shed that's on the highway blocking the right shoulder on northbound 71. On the north side at Cook Road, it's slow from Hudson Street. This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. Feel the thunder. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series explodes into Durana Dragway, West Salem, September 24th to 27th. Top Fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mods, Nitro Harleys, kids 12 and under free. Get your IHRA All-Access tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Nicole on 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Discover uncompromising quality at a reliable price with Giant Eagle in Market District. Look for signs throughout the store highlighting lower prices. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle. Experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle today to see how easy it is to save.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter, he'll be there quick.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pat Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pat to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pat Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
What up, bitches? It's leather jacket time with 10 TV's Nicole Shearin.
Sponsored by Midwest Cards. Experience collecting in a whole new way.
Sadly, Nicole is on vacation number 9 for the year, but we took out the AI machine. All right?
That's why we have this in our budget for things like this.
We have, plugged in all this information, all these past interviews from Nicole. It analyzes how Nicole thinks, what she says, what she would say.
All her phrases, too.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it will, because we could have a conversation with AI right now, and it will spit out a response. So, how you doing, AI Nicole? I hear you're in Palm Springs.
What up, bitches? I'm just chilling out here in Palm Springs. Dude, this place used to be just for old people, but it's fire, yo. Lots of places for me to get my freaky on. Frank Sinatra used to live out here. I don't know who he is, but my mom said he was a big deal back in the day. Whatevs. I got to take a tour of his house yesterday. They have all the old furniture and all that crap. I think I got the crabs just by sitting on his couch. And when I rang the doorbell, I swear the chime called me a daffy broad.
A daffy broad. That is
broad.
That is a Sinatra era line.
It's like
Now,
there's a TLC show on. My wife watches it called Match Me Abroad. And every single time it's on, I can match me abroad. Sounds like a Sinatra song.
Match me, fly me to the broad. Let me live amongst the stars. So AI Nicole, I know it seems like every week we have you on here. We don't mean to pry, but we ask you first. We talk about your dating life, how things are on the app. You seen any guys? What's the dude situation out there, out in Cali?
Oh, dudes, I forgot to tell you. I met a guy out here. His name is Joey Freshwater, and he's super cool. I was chatting him up at the Whole Foods, kind of stalking him, actually. I was pretending to feel the avocados, but I was just trying to get his attention. I even used some of my desperation perfume I picked up at lonelygirls.com. Anyway, I told him that I'm on television. He seemed very impressed. He even gave me his number. Let me tell you what it is so I don't forget. Ready? 555-5555. And he wrote Joey Freshwater on the paper. Seems totally legit, dudes.
That doesn't.
What do you think the area code is, though?
Probably
Mike?
555. Probably 555.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nicole, we miss you. When are you going to come back?
I miss you guys, too. I'll be back later this week for the Washington game, though. Did you hear that King got arrested in Greece? He's trying to be the face of our sports department, but as soon as he's out of eyesight, he acts like a total biznatch. We can't be having that, bros.
I didn't know he got arrested. What did he do?
Hiding something up his butt or something. I don't know, man. What he should get arrested for is all those fake Twitter followers he pays for. Am I right?
Yes, you ain't wrong. You ain't lying, AI Nicole.
Why don't we let AI Nicole go? Got a lot of stuff to do there in Palm Springs.
Later, haters. I don't pay for this shiznit. I'm with Mommy, yo. She's my special bee. Peace out. A-Town.
Peace
All
out.
right.
A-Town.
That is.
There we go.
AI Nicole. And if she doesn't like it, then she can come back. Can actually be around on Wednesdays for her segment.
Middle of football season, we did this Wednesday segment. Maybe we could work the vacation schedule around the 1 day a week.
Hey, Teddy,
1 day a week.
Maybe we just get rid of real Nicole and just do AI Nicole for the rest of. Maybe all our interviews are the AI versions.
I was surprised how spot on that is for her. I mean, it's pretty close. That's the best one I think out of all the ones we've done, right?
I agree.
Yeah,
it's good to do more AI Ted though. I mean, because he's a guy that takes those random weekdays off as well.
How was your day off yesterday, Teddy?
It was fantastic.
You didn't pass out at the doctor's office. What did you do?
No, my wife was off yesterday, and we went downtown, lovely downtown Canal Winchester. Which
downtown?
It's
downtown.
Downtown, and it's amazing.
Downtown?
Not that downtown.
Oh.
Downtown
Not that
Canal
downtown.
Winchester.
You stayed in the suburbs for that?
Yes.
You got a congestion tax downtown there you got to pay.
Yeah, and they have some nice restaurants down there. And it's amazing because I live like 5 minutes from there, and we never really go down there. And it's just a nice
downtown.
Downtown. The downtown. It's just a nice place. And we went to a nice diner down there. It's called the Wigwam. And
the Wigwam.
The Wigwam.
Yeah, it's been there for like hundreds of years, right?
Sounds racist.
Hundreds of years.
Yeah. And it's a nice little diner there. It's great.
Okay.
And then we went next door.
What'd you have?
It's been there since the 1700s?
1800s, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. I just had a grilled chicken sandwich with cheddar and bacon, lettuce on it, and some French fries.
Some mayonnaise?
No, nasty.
No, that sandwich is screaming for mayo.
No, Timmy.
Screaming.
No mayo.
Doesn't need it. If it's a good, juicy breast.
You know what, though? You're not
You don't
qualified
need
to
it.
say it. You're an anti-mayo person, just like he's an anti-mayo
that's
person.
right. That's right.
That sandwich was screaming for Hellman's. Screaming.
Mm-hmm.
If Beanie Wells was there, it would have slapped you silly.
Of course he would have.
Put some mayonnaise on that sandwich.
Would have been drowning in it, though.
I'm in agreement with you.
If it was a good sandwich, you just would need like a tiny little dollop on it, if anything.
Actually, you get a little cup and you just dip as you go. Yes.
That's just disgusting.
You know what we should do? We should get together.
Just put ketchup on it.
Have some mayonnaise and watch a little Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Did you finish the movie yet, you
Teddy,
douche?
Did you watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure? I finished it.
Oh, yeah, I watched it.
You did?
Yeah.
And?
What did you? I just was...
It's...
I'm really disappointed at both of you.
I'm sorry.
I really am.
Other than him just like riding his bike. I mean, the scene where he's riding his bike around the Hollywood sets.
You keep saying that one scene. It's the beginning of the movie. Did you actually watch anything else?
No, I didn't mention the beginning of the movie. I mentioned the end of the movie where he's riding his bike all around the Hollywood sets. He like goes in, steals his bike back because it's on the show where the dude from the Wonder Years is in the movie acting. He's a kid actor and he takes his bike back.
You didn't appreciate
he's trying to escape
the silliness.
I mean, it's
just total and complete
it is
ridiculous trash.
It's
trash, but it's good trash.
It's complete garbage. I guess I didn't get like the good trash feeling from you.
Okay.
Like for good bad movies.
I'm sorry. I recommended it because I thought that you would like it. We share the same plane usually when it comes to humor. I mean, like Airplane, right? Airplane's dumb.
Sure.
It's garbage.
That's, I think, what I was sort of basing it off of. And a couple other ones that are in my queue now that came from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I'm actually excited to sit down and see about these. Clifford.
I told you about Clifford, man.
Clifford is in there, Teddy. If you have the Amazon subscription, I don't know how you watched Pee-wee. I had to rent it on Amazon because it was not available on anything, which is a shocker. But Clifford is in Amazon, which is the one where Martin Short, as an adult, just plays a boy.
A child.
And Charles Grodin, I don't know what the plot is, if he adopts him or if he's just his son. Who cares?
You'll have to. I don't want to spoil the movie for you.
Right. And the other one that was in there, too, that's sort of like the Airplane type is Hot Shots. The original Hot Shots.
Yes.
So was it Hot Shots 1 or Hot Shots 2?
It was part 2.
Where he is
the nuts.
He's kicked in the nuts or kneed in the nuts.
They come out his mouth.
Coughs up his testicles.
I think that's duh. Yeah, that's duh with that one.
I kept waiting for when I was watching Pee-wee's movie, the scene where he goes in the movie theater, but I didn't see that in there.
Scene where he goes in the movie theater.
That's a little Paul Rubens joke coming
I
at
get it.
you.
You mean the adult theater where he took out Mr. Happy?
Him and Fred Willard are just having a grand old time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you can't live that down. You can live a lot of stuff down.
No, not when you're
But you go into an adult movie theater and you whip it out one time.
You're Pee-wee. What is he going to be sitting next to the Easter Bunny? Who else is going to be in there? Big Bird? Going at it?
Let me tell you something about Big Bird.
With this Big Bird?
Thankfully, I got an 8-year-old. She doesn't watch that crap anymore. But, when she's young, 2, 1.5, you watch Sesame Street. Big Bird, I forgot about him, I guess, or he got more obnoxious, is the most annoying, whiny thing on TV.
What's wrong with him?
Every
just the
episode.
The voice?
He's just complaining. Why won't they let me play with them? Meow, wow, wow. I can't do anything. I'm Big Bird. Shut up! Have some pride. You're bigger than all these people. Beat their ass.
I guess I forgot what the character was.
Oh, my God. I was hoping a hunter was there to shoot Big Bird.
I guess in my mind, I haven't watched Sesame Street in a long time. I thought that Big Bird was more of a leadership role.
No.
I thought he was more of the Leonardo, if we're doing Ninja Turtles.
No.
He will lead. He will get the troops around him, point in the right direction.
Elmo's the leader.
Elmo, I would think, would be the whiny little bee.
No, Elmo's all right. He's fine.
Everybody, how you doing?
Thank you.
Come on, people with small kids, back me up on Big Bird. Most annoying thing in the world. Wanted to wring his neck.
Why can't I join the bird club?
Easy neck to wring.
That's right. What are we doing next?
Big neck.
Reds have already won the game tonight. I'm going to tell you why. Actually, you know what? We have conflicting stats. I don't know what to believe. Because there's stats that say Reds are going to win, and there's stats that say the Reds aren't going to win. It's almost like they should play the game and figure it out. But we'll talk about it. That might play the game. We'll talk about it next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a couple-minute delay due to some slower traffic on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Main Street. And watch out for another slowdown due to an accident that's on South Ohio Avenue, south of Sycamore Street. This report is sponsored by MedVet. Pet emergencies don't wait, and neither does MedVet. They're open 24/7, 365 days a year. From sudden injuries to serious illness, their expert teams are always ready for emergency and specialty care. Visit medvet.com to find your nearest hospital. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 in Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts.
Script Ohio necklaces, Blocko earrings, Ohio State bangles, and more. You'll find an exclusive collection of luxury Buckeye jewelry you'll love at the Diamond Cellar, starting at $99. Show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Remember what sports used to be about calling up your favorite host and saying how stupid they are? Good news. We still do that. The Fan Calling Show.
Hello. Sponsored by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino.
Sunday mornings at 8 on The Fan.
Don't miss the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale. Save up to 80% on truckloads of floors and more, including tiles starting at 19 cents a square foot and a massive selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, laminate, and hardwood, even installation supplies. Everything you need for your next project. Save up to 80% during the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale on Poth Road in Whitehall. Hurry, the Outlet Super Sale ends September 30th. Dealers welcome.
Save a good deal more on Meijer brand must-haves all season long. Enjoy big savings on back-to-school breakfast favorites for under $2, like Meijer syrup, Meijer cereal, and Meijer pastry treats for just $1.79. And Meijer frozen waffles are only $1.99. Shopping for back-to-school breakfast essentials is a good deal better at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. It's time to ditch the traffic jams and the rat race and take in that crisp morning air, the crackle of a warm campfire. With RCD RV's Fall Into Adventure sale, you can. September 15th through the 30th, you can cozy up to incredible deals. Sale pricing on all remaining new 2025 models. And RCD has travel trailers starting under $12,995, as well as pre-owned motorhomes priced under $39,995. Visit one of our 3 locations, Delaware, Heath, Pataskala. Shop online anytime at RCD RV.com.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Timmy, it's football season. That means winning and fun.
Oh, yeah. We have tailgate buffets for all of our watch parties. The 3 apps for $12 special. $25 Miller Lite buckets.
And don't forget the crab legs. That's extended through September.
So reserve a table at HollywoodColumbus.com.
And how about this for new members? Sign up for the rewards program on the Penn Play app. Get a $20 dining credit.
Then you get more crab legs.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, crab legs.
Crab leg problem? Call 1-800-CRAB-LEGS.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
There's a greater than 0% chance Common Man gets fired before this show is over. You're listening to Man and Timmy.
So I was trying to set the mood right for all the Reds fans. All around Columbus, but also here in the office, and for our guy, Panama Ted, because on the show, he is the Reds guy. And then you had to fire back at me a conflicting statistic. So this is where it started. And I thought this was good news. Let's spread the good news and get the positivity flowing. So Hunter Green,
good.
Over his last 2 home starts.
Good.
Really good. They won them both. He's only allowed 2 combined hits in those 2 home starts with 21 strikeouts.
That's pretty good.
My God, here's the stat nugget about that. He's the only pitcher in the modern era since 1900 with those marks or better over 2 starts at home.
Sadly, that has nothing to do with tonight, though, because he's not starting tonight. Yes, he is. I'm just teasing you.
So now we have the stat that Teddy throws my way about Paul Skeens.
And you know what, though? Here's why I like Teddy. This is why I've always liked Teddy, 22 years of friendship, because nobody hates their team like Teddy hates their team.
Oh, you.
Well, me. And that's why we get along. Is, Timmy came at you with some stats.
Positivity.
Hey, Hunter Green tonight, man, he's been so good at home. No pitcher in modern baseball history has had 2 home starts back-to-back like this guy has had. You think you're going to win tonight. You're playing the Pirates, and then Teddy's not so fast, dude.
So
now I got some Paul Skeens stats for you.
The Reds,
I've seen them, yeah.
The Reds are 0-4 all time when facing Paul Skeens, getting outscored 20-1. The Pirates are 7-1 all time when facing Hunter Green, outscoring the Reds 24-14.
Let me tell you what's going to happen tonight. Tonight, the Reds right the wrong from last night. And I think they take it to Paul Skeens. Ellie's back to hitting bombs now, in theory. You got Hunter Green on the mound. And I've been told by my spies down in the Queen City that they have seen, no joke, Livy Dunn today around the Queen City because, of course, she is the girlfriend of Paul Skeens.
Oh, that's not good news.
No, it is good news because
I don't think so.
No. He's traveling with her, and she's very annoying behind the scenes.
Which means he's going to be really looking forward to his time at the park.
He's going to be thinking about her on the mound and how he's got to go home and hold the camera for her social media videos. He doesn't want to do that. He's going to be distracted. And then Hunter Green's going to go out, and he's going to be so dominant. Livy Dunn's going to run to Hunter Green on the mound, throw her arms around him, and dump Paul Skeens in front of the entire world. I don't know if Hunter Green is married or not, or if he has a significant other. I don't know.
But it doesn't matter?
But it doesn't matter.
Because Livy's just going to do it anyway.
I mean, he may stiff arm her and say, I'm not interested. Go back to Instagram.
Isn't it a shame that we have to sit here and talk about how Livy Dunn is too annoying for us? She's so incredibly hot, but yet all of the social media and everything that goes with it, we find too annoying to where it puts her in that negative light for us.
There is no one who makes their living on social media
that isn't
annoying.
Yeah.
We're annoying.
That's just the way that it is.
Look at you and me.
Yeah, but we're not.
It's a 3-hour dumb show every single day. We're annoying.
We might be on social media, but it's not like we're just...
I'm not talking about social media. I'm talking about this show
all day. Yes, I know. We're doing a radio show.
It's nonsense. It's garbage. I don't know why anyone's listening to this.
It's not pure trash.
It's trash.
Sometimes, yes, it can be fun. And so we're not trying to, and we might play some stuff up every now and then. We might. I don't know. You know what I was thinking about, though, back to our earlier conversation? You were talking about the Chicago Bulls. You were talking about watching the Bulls when you were a kid. I'm hoping that, Teddy can get another moment in his lifetime watching the Reds. If they can get it done tonight, if they can sneak into the playoffs, maybe it's this year.
You mean watching the Reds win a championship?
Watching them go down in flames like they ultimately will. Right. Because... I hate my teams as much as you guys.
The Reds don't go down in flames as much as the Guardians go down in flames.
That's true.
I mean, they have the history of going down in flames.
That's true. The Guardians, they get in. They're always there.
Seems
they're
like
always to the party.
And then
not. They'll everything but the World Series. They even had the World Series 3-1, and still, like you said, not. Cubs had to take it. It was their time. But I don't know if there would be anything more for me than to see the Orioles in a World Series. I have, you laugh, like you said that you didn't have enough for the White Sox. The Orioles were last there when they won it in 83. I was born in 1984. In my entire life, since I've been on the planet, whether I was a baby or not and couldn't enjoy it, they've not made an appearance in the World Series.
You've had other things. You got a nice ballpark.
It isn't.
That's a gem.
I'd love to be in that ballpark.
Cal Ripken on your team,
playing in all those games,
setting the streak.
Yep.
What are you? You had Armando Benitez.
We had the kidnapping.
You had the Brady Anderson.
the Brady juicing.
Oh, just pumped full of roids.
We had Raffy there.
Raffy was there.
Roberto
He was roiding out.
Came over.
Yeah.
I mean, who can forget the B.J. Surhoff era? That was great.
Mike Devereaux.
And Mike Bordick when he came in.
Is it Mike Devereaux or Mark Devereaux? Mike Devereaux.
Mark McLemore.
Mark McLemore.
That's
what I was thinking.
Mike Devereaux.
Okay.
Jeff Reboulet. Go back in the day. Utility infielder. But no, I would just... You got that feeling out of watching the Bulls when you were a kid. I never really got that feeling for the Orioles. My feeling was that late 90s team where Jeffrey Mayer, that was a seminal moment in my childhood, stealing the fly ball, which was an obvious out, and then the Yankees getting hot and they go on to win. But they made, a couple of appearances deep in the playoffs, but never made it to the World Series. Just one time. If they could go, I might want to be there. I might want to get a ticket for one game, however much it costs to be at Camden Yards for a World Series game.
I'll go with you.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will. I'll go with you.
2 tickets?
I love the World Series.
2 tickets to Paradise?
I went to the World Series.
Yeah, you did.
Mikey liked World Series.
Mikey liked baseball.
Tom Brady's full of crap. I'll tell you why coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's blocking the two right lanes if you're traveling on southbound 270. On the east outer belt after 670, emergency crews are on scene, adding to that holdup. And you're looking at a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. Feel the thunder. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series explodes into Durana Dragway, West Salem, September 24th to 27th. Top Fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mods, Nitro Harleys, kids 12 and under, free. Get your IHRA all-access tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We come through for you when you need us to.
Our scuba diving plumbers can do anything.
Increase your water pressure.
Give you unlimited hot water.
Fix your drips and leaks.
Soften your water so it doesn't leave spots.
Install a whole house filter.
Replace your shower heads and faucets so your house looks brand new.
And provide you with winning lottery numbers.
Get Eco.
ECO.
They cannot provide you with winning lottery numbers.
I can.
Tell us.
3, 21, 24, 34, 46. That's $103 million.
Those numbers will be this week's winners?
No, those were the winning numbers a month ago.
Get Eco.
ECO.
But EcoFi Advantage is a guaranteed winner.
For just $28 a month, EcoFi Advantage covers all three systems.
Plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and incredibly handsome HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
5 words no one wants to hear? You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto saving for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
ABC Wednesday, The Golden Bachelor premieres.
Hi, Mel.
Hello. Former NFL star Mel Owens is looking for his second chance at love.
I'm hopeful that I'll find true love.
But these women are in a league of their own.
Mel has never been exposed to women like us. I don't know how he can handle it all.
The Golden Bachelor season premiere.
To love, happiness, and fun.
Tonight at 9 on ABC6.
Good morning, Columbus. It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Morning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus, weekday mornings on ABC6. It's going to be a good day.
Oven-baked French toast. Hot, melty cheese. And meat. And meat. And meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast stackwich. Sweet and savory cinnamon swirl French toast piled with thick cut bacon, natural pork sausage, and smoky Canadian bacon. It's the newest flavor in our lineup of breakfast sandwiches. All stacked fresh, all served hot, and all made in store to make your morning. The new 3-meat French toast stackwich from UDF. Mornings made for you.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall for Central Ohio's most trusted and experienced group of orthopedic experts, Orthopedic One. They helped me with my hip pain, and I trust they can help you as well, because Orthopedic One is where you go to get better. So find a physician or location at orthopedic1.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. The red-hot Cleveland Guardians try and keep their good thing going, hosting the Detroit Tigers in the second of a series tonight. Guardians have won 9 of their last 10, while the Tigers have dropped 7 in a row. Cleveland now atop the AL Central. Jack Flaherty and Tanner Bybee, the pitching matchup tonight. Cincinnati Reds look to bounce back as they again host Pittsburgh tonight. Reds are 1 game back in the chase for the final National League wildcard spot. Paul Skeens pitching for the Pirates. Hunter Green on the hill for Cincinnati. And the Blue Jackets with their 4th preseason game in 4 days as they host the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight at Nationwide Arena. You can catch that game right here on The Fan. This update is brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
One has pizza sauce for blood. The other is Rachel Maddow. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, please subscribe to the podcast of this show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling. We just played some ping pong during the break.
Yes, we did. Jen was watching. I want to use this opportunity to fill people in on more of our dementia. Just some of the things that we do, the little quirks, things that we do. Because I know everybody does that. You got your group of friends, you got sayings, you got phrases maybe not everybody would understand. We like to think of this show is like the blend where you all will understand those things with us. So when we do scores, lately, obviously, when we've got a score, the guy that's serving, that score goes first. So if it's 6-6, and then, the opponent wins that point, we get to do the 6-7, right? We get to hit him with that. But sometimes when there's an ace kicking going on, you might find a score that's 3-11.
Come original. You got to come original.
Yes. So we do either that. Yep. Amber is the color of my energy. So we do a little 3-11. The hit rock band. I think they just played here in Columbus at Old Crew Stadium.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I believe they were here. So
I was never a big fan.
I was thinking about 3-11 because we just had that score pop up in the last break, and Sarah had actually pointed this out to me. I don't know why. I guess because 3-11 had been more of a thing here this year because they were touring. And she was like, do you know what their lead singer looks like? And I'm like, which one? I never was as big of a fan to know the names of the two guys, but I knew one kind of did the rapping and then one did more of the lead vocals. And she was like, the lead vocals guy, the tall one. I Googled him up.
What was his name? Nick
Hexum.
Nick Hexum.
Google up Nick Hexum, Hexum. And I did this last week, and I found out, and I said, yeah, you're right.
Good-looking older guy.
You're right. Very, very good-looking
When I say
dude.
older guy, he's 55, as you would assume, for a guy who was banging back in the 90s. But he sort of looks like an older version of the comedian guy.
You'll have to narrow that down a little bit. The comedian guy.
He's married to Olivia Munn. What's his name?
Oh, no.
He's annoying. What's his
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney,
no,
that's right.
You saying comedian had me thinking of another one, actually. That's dark comic. I see reels of him all the time. I probably send you a couple of them. He's at all the roasts. It's not Jeff Ross. He's at every single roast. He's Jeselnik. Have you seen Anthony Jeselnik?
I don't know who it is.
Lately. You'd like him.
Why?
Because he's good.
I'm so sick of people telling me that.
What?
Oh, you go there. You'd like it. I don't like anything.
What do
I don't like anything. I don't want to see anything.
You like things.
No, I don't like things.
You drink things. You eat things. You watch things. You listen to things.
Every single time someone's given me some sort of comedian recommendation, it has sucked.
No, this guy's dark humor. Like he's going for as bad as it can get.
Oh, you'd like it.
He's trying to offend every single person that exists. I think I'm going to send you a couple of clips.
So why would I like that? You just assume I'm a terrible person?
Oh, my God.
Is that what it is?
Jeez. I can't win.
You're right.
I can't win.
You're just a terrible person, I guess. But you like this guy. He's a big Nazi.
He's not a Nazi. There might be a couple of Nazi jokes. I don't know.
Yeah, I like making fun of the Nazis.
Yes.
That's fun.
He's not standing up there in an SS uniform. He's a comic.
All right.
Dark humor.
Can I tell you how I hate Tom Brady?
Yeah, I know you hate Tom Brady.
I hate him. I hate his face.
There's a guy I know you don't like.
I hate everything about him. So Dave Portnoy hosts a show on FS1 that nobody watches called Wake Up Barstool.
How many people watched it?
7
this week.
And on Wake Up Barstool, Portnoy said that Tom Brady's getting $75 million to play flag football in Saudi Arabia for this tournament.
Is that the bill?
So then Tom Brady goes on social media and says, are we just picking numbers out of a hat and reporting them? While we're breaking news, Elvis is doing the halftime show, and Babe Ruth is going to sign some autographs for fans. Also, I heard Dave prefers floppy pizza. Who cares about facts, right? All right, there's 2 things I like about this. First of all, both work for Fox now. That just gets my blood going. All right. Second of all, Tom Brady is trying to tell you that he's not making an asinine amount of money to play flag football in Saudi Arabia. We know what the Saudis pay for things. Maybe they undershot it. Maybe it's $100 million. But even if it's 50,
right?
If you don't think it's a ridiculous number, you're out of your mind. And here's proof. Dan Katz, Big Cat, who also works for Barstool, hosts a show, what is it, Pro Football Commenter, PFT Commenter?
Right? PFT Commenter guy,
right.
Yep.
He said last week that the Saudis wanted the 2 of them to go to Saudi Arabia to just be present at a boxing match.
Him and Portnoy.
Him and PFT commentator. I think it was PFT guy.
Yeah.
Maybe it was him and Portnoy. I don't know. But anyway, it's Katz and somebody else from Barstool.
Got it.
Just to be present in Saudi Arabia in the crowd for this boxing
thing.
Not
even do their show or
doing nothing.
Podcast.
No.
Just being fans.
There. Being there.
Don't tell me that this was above $5 million.
They offered him $10 million to do it, and they turned it down. They countered with 15, and I guess the Saudis blinked at 15.
Wow.
But $10 million
oh my God.
Just to sit there and watch boxing. So I'm sorry, it does seem reasonable to me that they would hand $75 million to Tom Brady to play flag football.
It's Tom Brady. Now would there be a number for you, or Saudi Arabia could call up and say to do the show?
There's always a number. Hey, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase said every man's got his price.
I know I'm very outspoken about Live and the sport washing thing that they're trying to do, but let me set it to you straight. I know
there's a difference.
These guys that were already making life-changing, transcendent money, these PGA Tour stars, they could have used this as like the balk, right? They could have used that as the dangling carrot, as the threats to make the PGA Tour snap in and increase the purses and maybe change some things around, but not change things around to where you're only playing 3 rounds and we're all wearing shorts and we're popping champagne on giant stages when it's done, where it just looks like some ridiculous fan fest at the end. We want it to be golf, not a rock concert. I am sitting here doing local radio. If someone gave me $5 million to show up in Saudi Arabia to just do something, that's
the situations aren't the same.
A little hard. You
don't have millions of dollars in your bank account.
No,
and look, a guy like Dan Katz turned down $10 million.
Right, and I'm sure he is a low-level millionaire with what they've done.
I know he is.
I'm sure that he is, and Portnoy is probably a big-level millionaire now.
I know
but
he is.
$5 million to just go to an event, not even like do the appearance or be on the mic,
just be there,
or pump up the crowd. I mean, my God.
You'd go to Saudi Arabia. You'd like it there. You'd like it.
This time of year, how is it? Hot. Can't be any hotter than it is here. Hooter hotter than it is here.
Hey, the Buckeyes are going out west. to play in Seattle. You know, Big Ten teams have not fared too well going out to the West Coast.
How are the stats looking on that?
This is from going back to last year, because that's when we had the whole change in the Big Ten. Only 3 teams have won out west. Penn State.
They dusted USC, right?
USC 33-30. It was a close game.
They didn't dust
them. They didn't dust them, but they played
Paul
them.
Feinbaum calls that a blowout.
Also, October 12th, 2024, Minnesota beat UCLA because everybody beats UCLA 21-17.
What an embarrassment for UCLA.
And September 14th, 2024, Indiana also beat UCLA.
They suck.
42-13. But
what a joke.
That is how many games? 1, 2, 3,
7 in a row?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 total games, and Midwestern teams going out west to play have only won 3 of them.
3, yeah.
So
3 out of 16
numbers,
games.
and of course that also includes the Buckeyes going out there and losing to Oregon.
Of course. Yeah, it does. So
that means the Buckeyes will lose on Saturday. Don't even listen to the game here on the Fan. It's over.
It's on my mind. It is. It's on my mind a little bit. And while I think that the Buckeyes will win, I'm not like at a 10. If we did the confidence meter, 1 through 10, how confident are you the Buckeyes win? I'm probably just about a 5. 5.5, little bit over the 50 percentile mark.
I wasn't too worried about it. I wasn't too worried about it over the bye week. And actually, I woke up this morning and I started to worry a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to watch some film and I'm going to feel better. And I didn't feel better.
You watched some of the Washington film.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a test for the defense.
I'll tell you why coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got about a 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 670 if you're traveling from Leonard Avenue to 270. And there's a 15-minute delay due to that shed that's still on the highway on northbound 71 on the north side at Cook Road. It's moving slow from 670. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Their skilled laborers pave the way for smoother commutes, ensuring safe and efficient travel on Ohio roads and highways. Build Ohio right, build a union. I'm Nicole on 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War, by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Matty Ice here from McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently bought a brand new Chevy Trax for McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $21,995. And with over 40 in stock, you know you'll find the perfect one for you. They're just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. McDaniel GM Superstore, where great deals meet a century of trust. Chevrolet, together. Let's drive.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown. This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Common Man here. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 614-502-5220. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
T-Bone's an expert at making mornings better. He brought back the bagel sandwiches at McDonald's. He feeds birds out of his mouth. And he hosts a radio show guaranteed to make you smile. Yay, T-Bone. Yes. T-Bone and Tyvis.
Weekday mornings at 6.
The Fan.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you pick match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports ball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
With Amazon Business, smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy skies, a couple of showers, and maybe a rumble of thunder on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Overnight staying mild and damp down to the mid-60s with a couple of showers by morning. During the day on Thursday, mainly morning showers. Otherwise, partly sunny skies and the risk of a late-day shower as well. High temperatures in the mid-70s again. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts, they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I forgot I have windows here, right? Let me tell you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. A lot of window companies out there. All right, they got deals for you. They tell you they're the best. But I'm here to tell you Universal Windows Direct is the best. Why? Because, number one, they pay me to tell you that. And they have good taste in endorsers. Me. Also, they have the best deal in town. You buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. And there's no limit on that. So if you have 8 windows that need replacing, you pay for 4. If you have 100 windows that need replacing, you pay for 50. Schedule your free in-home estimate with my guys today. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows. What did I tease to you? Oh, so I wasn't too worried about Buckeyes going out to Washington. And I guess I'm still not. I tend to psych myself into worrying about things. I'm a nervous fan. I've always been that type of guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been envious of the type of fans that can just, we're going to win on Sunday by 100. And just, be thinking that all day until the game starts. I am not that guy. And that's one of the reasons why I like noon kicks. Because I don't like waiting around all day. I get nervous all day. I can't enjoy the rest of my Saturday because I'm waiting until 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm nervous.
This one's just 3:30, though. So this one's in the middle.
I understand.
It's a little bit of both.
You're going out west, which I just gave you the numbers. 3 out of 17 Midwestern teams have gone out there the last year and change and have won their games. Buckeyes were one of the teams that lost as they went to Oregon. And I was watching some film, and I know I've seen some stuff, and I've heard the Buckeye coaches talk about Damon Williams Jr., who is the quarterback for the Washington Huskies. And he's not necessarily a huge guy, but he will cause problems. The comp on him has been Kyler Murray. And I was thinking to myself, well, is that lazy? Because sometimes we do that. It's like, oh, well, who does he remind you of in the NFL? Sometimes the answer is no one. He's just his own person. But he does remind me of Kyler Murray. I mean, he can kill you with his legs. He has been extremely accurate so far throwing the football. He's not forcing balls in anywhere. 3 games so far, no turnovers. Last week, Apple Cup, Washington State. Say what you want about Washington State being crap.
We will say that they're bad, but they're putting up boatloads of points right now.
But that's still their huge rivalry game, and he was just fantastic in that game. 16 of 19, 298, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Also ran for 88 yards, another touchdown. Now he hasn't faced a defense the caliber of Ohio State. He started a couple games for the team last year, but this year is his first true season as a starting quarterback, and he's faced Colorado State, UC Davis, and Washington State. But
UC Davis Aggies.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Well, don't be proud of that.
I know.
I actually told you that a couple days ago.
Well, no, Colin told me that. He was standing outside the door very upset with me that I didn't remember what UC Davis was.
But
shame on me.
We're going into their place. We've been there before. It's loud. People always have their knives sharpened for the Buckeyes. And, we look at Julian Sayin, too, and forget that he's untested when it comes to this type of stuff. I understand that he had the Texas game, and I understand that he's looked very good since then. But I'll tell you what, you can't go into this game on Saturday and settle for 3 points and 22-yard field goals and 28-yard field goals. You got to come out of the red zone with 7s, because it is unfair to expect your defense to go on the road. This is modern college football now, and just hold a guy like this down. You hope to contain him. You hope to bend but don't break. But I wouldn't be surprised if they put up 20, 24 points. And that's something that this offense hasn't had to deal with yet.
And like you mentioned it too, the job that this Buckeye defense has done so far. There's some things that they've had cooking for them. Our guy Tyler Danberg retweeted this, or actually that's wrong. He just tweeted it. He had a stat about this. Ohio State's defense, only team in the country to not allow a point in the red zone. They're the first FBS team to accomplish that through the first 3 games since Florida back in the 18-19 season. So just 4 trips into the red zone on 34 possessions for the Buckeye opponents in these 3 games. So the defense has been really good. I think there's going to be a couple more red zone trips for Washington out in this game, maybe a few. I'm a little nervous about them, as you are. And it's the first Big Ten road trip. And this is going to be a great environment. They're starting to get some traction for this game and just the sway that this one has. You've got the tailgating that happens out there in Union Bay. It's pretty cool. Like the water's really closely tucked into one of the ends of this end zone, and all the boats just sort of sit up there. It's a unique, iconic thing that they do there. 70,000 plus fans. This is not some, Pacific Northwest football experience where there's 45, 50,000 seats. Even Oregon, which I believe is more in that 50,000 range. It doesn't mean it's a bad football vibe.
We saw that last year.
It is a great football vibe. This is that plus 20,000 more fans. They are going to be looking for blood. This is an incredible opportunity for Washington, more so than it is for Ohio State at this part of the season.
Now, at the end of it, you're much more talented than they are. I believe that you can score points on this Washington defense. Talk about Julian saying this being his first true road experience. It is. and it'll take some adjustment. But what actually makes me feel better about things is that chances are, because this is what they do, unless they change the entire defensive structure this week, they're going to go out there and they're going to play man-to-man. All right? And usually when you have an inexperienced quarterback, you throw them zone looks and they get confused. But man-to-man with these Buckeye wide receivers, I'm confident.
Me too.
I'm confident they get separation in the short passing game, and I'm confident you can take advantage of some matchups down the field.
Me too. Washington's got some good defensive players. It's not like they don't, but they don't strike fear like Texas's defense. I'm really more concerned with two players on the offensive side of the ball, and that's Damon Williams Jr., the quarterback, which you talked about, and Jonah Coleman. Their running back looks really good, and just their overall rushing attack, because Williams has 220 yards on the ground already and a couple of scores, but Coleman is just a fierce back. 6.8 per carry. He's been in the end zone 9 times already, and he also catches the ball out of the backfield and has 150 receiving yards. He's their second leading receiver from the running back position. Denzel Boston, if we want to name a third guy, he's also a problem. He is a really talented player. Washington has been churning out some NFL caliber receivers as of late. Your guy, Rome Odunze, for the Chicago Bears, one of the great ones. But you're getting me nervous talking about it a little bit more as we approach the game on Saturday.
I still think they go out there and take care of business, but, what was the matchup predictor for this?
I'm looking. I'm going to see.
Because it changed again this week. It changed all the time. They have the Buckeyes.
Yeah, you got it.
68% to win this game. 68.8%. This is the matchup predictor on ESPN. 1 week ago, it was 76.5%. So now it's down to 68.8%.
And I'm looking at the live odds now. It opened on ESPN Bet Sportsbook. It opened at 13.5, and it's down to 8.5.
Oh, I saw that today. That all the money's going on Washington for this game.
I'm almost getting.
That doesn't mean anything other than people just want some action.
I'm getting to a spot there where I kind of like the Buckeyes, because I would think if they're going to win this game, they're going to put that pad on at the end in the fourth quarter and maybe get this to a 10-point game. Again, that's my hope. I'm not saying, I do not think that this is a Buckeye blowout by any stretch.
I don't think so
This is
either.
not them going out there and it's 35-7.
If they go out there and win by 10, I'll be the happiest guy in the world.
Oh, absolutely. Win.
If you get yourself a two-possession victory out there, you're right. You just want any win.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, in this type of situation, you win by 10, I have no complaints.
Yeah, I think we're coming around to this place in college football, aren't we? Where we can stop when you're going on the road against an undefeated Big Ten team. Maybe if that team's not going to wind up being great, but if you just win the game, we don't have to do a bunch of criticizing over a win. There could be some dissection into what some issues might be when you play another great team, and if you can win a national championship.
There's always going to be dissection. You look at the red zone.
You just win this game.
Offense last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, you beat Ohio by 4 touchdowns.
Fine.
We still have things to talk about because they're Ohio. Now, Washington, much better opponent than Ohio. And where you're going, you have to travel 3 time zones to do it.
USC has an attitude problem. I'm going to tell you why coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some stop-and-go traffic that's causing about a 10-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on that north side between 670 and North Broadway. We also have a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 from Refugee Road to Bixby Road. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus. It's fall or autumn, as the losers like to say. What does that mean in the car world? That means places like Jermaine Lexus want to clear out all of their 2025 inventory to make room for the 2026 models. And for you, the customer, that means big savings. Take advantage of their lack of space with aggressive pricing. They also have plenty of L-certified vehicles on the lot for the fall collection sales event. If you're in the market, please stop in and see my friends. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
They refer to each other as stupid, so they must get along.
We fight a lot, but at the end of the day, it's okay, because we really do hate each other.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer coming up 1 hour from now.
You getting excited for Ryder Cup time? Like the little teaser shirt that I got on today?
Tomorrow. I thought you bought some new stuff. That's an older shirt.
This is just a primer. I'm not full golfy today. I'm wearing a basketball hat with a golf shirt, so it doesn't make much sense. But
it sort of upsets me.
What?
That it's the first day of the Ryder Cup tomorrow. You and I have this thing.
It's not. Friday.
Well, Friday, I'm sorry.
I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm sorry. I forgot about the whole format of the Ryder Cup.
It's not the traditional Thursday through Sunday. That's okay on you, but we're essentially in Ryder Cup week. They're selling tickets. There's practice rounds. So I've got my Whistling Straits Ryder Cup shirt on, which is very comfortable. I mean, this is one of the most comfortable golf shirts I've ever worn. It's just so stretchy. There's so much spandex in this thing. And this is actually a size medium, which I don't like.
Look at you.
No. Here's
about your medium.
Here's the funny thing about this, because I got a new pair of pants. I got a new pair of Puma pants. I got delivered to the house.
Would you get a waist 29?
No. 38.
Get out of here, 38. You're not a 38.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I can fit my fat ass into a 36.
It doesn't make any sense. So I would hope to God that with Pumas, you're a 38 as well, or else there's something wrong with me and I've turned into a fat ass.
I'm a 36 in the Pumas.
Then I am officially fatter than you, because I am in 38 by 32s in the Pumas.
Maybe you got some sort of modern cut Puma.
No. I've tried 3 different styles of Puma pants.
Puma pants? I'm sorry. I never realized that until you pointed it out to me. Puma pants.
I got my Puma pants.
Puma pants.
That's right.
I'm an idiot. Here I am like, oh, yeah, Puma pants. Oh, no, that's pretty funny.
That's funny.
That's funny.
That's a funny line. So I'm trying those on, and I'm realizing I've got a medium RLX Ralph Lauren golf shirt, and I'm smashed into 38 by 32 Puma pants. What is wrong with sizing? What?
I can't.
What the hell is wrong with sizing in America?
We've discussed this. We need universal sizing regulations.
Yes, we do.
All right. I've got a problem with USC, because USC's been in the Big Ten for 5 minutes and they're already trying to big time everybody else. So this was in awful announcing yesterday. I saw this. Despite the big conferences stocking up on top teams in recent years, some of the biggest games in college football still come between historic rivals outside of the current conference system. That is why, according to a new report, Netflix recently set its sights on the annual Notre Dame USC game in an effort to get in on live college football rights.
Yeah.
The effort was quickly shut down by Big Ten officials, but the details of what Netflix was cooking up are incredible because Notre Dame has its own TV deal with NBC.
As we've known, that's been going on for quite a while.
USC games fall under the Big Ten TV deals. Netflix tried to get creative. The streamer reportedly worked alongside USC reps to relocate the game to a neutral site in Las Vegas or Mexico City to circumvent the existing agreements.
Vegas?
So,
come on, guys.
I think the way it would work is if it's a USC home game,
I would think then the Big Ten
then the
TV
Big Ten
network is
gets
triggered
rights
in.
to that, right? And NBC's just out. But they were going behind the backs of the Big Ten to try and move this to a neutral site so the Big Ten wouldn't have legal television ownership of this so that USC could go into business for themselves and sell a game to Netflix. The conference got wind of this and shut it all down. Said, no. You're not doing that.
I'm sure.
You're not going to trick us.
Yeah, I'm sure all of that has been laid out in legalese with the contracts, with everything that each Big Ten institution has signed. If you want to be a part of this massive TV revenue sharing system, then you are abiding by the rules. It's the same on a different scale. It's the same discussion that we have about Ohio State getting picked to play in 6 straight big noon kickoffs. It's their prerogative. It's what they get to choose because Fox gets that big window. If they like the Big Ten game the most that week, if they like the Ohio State matchup the most, then they're going to put that one at noon. And there's really not a damn thing that we can do about it other than go back to the table.
Bitch and moan and complain.
And try to
But if this is
talk
true,
about
though, Timmy,
what a good partner we've been, and maybe you'll throw us a meatball.
A football program that's been in this conference for about 5 minutes.
Right.
Circumventing the conference to try and score some cash.
And you know what?
on their own.
They haven't really acted like one of those big, bad football powerhouses yet. Since they've been in the Big Ten. This has not been...
They haven't done anything
Pete
here.
Carroll's USC.
No. That was a long time ago,
This has not been
homie.
Carson Palmer or Matt Leinart or Reggie Bush or any of these guys. So this does...
Caleb Williams. It's not even that. Caleb was gone.
They sucked with Caleb Williams. He was great, but they sucked. What does it even mean, you know? It's a bizarre one. And the fact that you would want...
they punish USC now.
Yeah.
They flog them publicly.
Take their revenue. Give it to Ohio State.
You trying to cheat us?
Take their revenue. Give it to the Buckeyes.
Take that money away from you. Here's bylaw 4B_9 of our contract. Gus Johnson comes to your house and punches you in the sack.
He just comes to your house and says, ha ha! Kick you in the nuts! College basketball! CBS Sports! Nut punch!
Why is he doing CBS Sports college basketball now? Come on.
Because that's how you do. In Lexington. No, I think they should just take all of their revenue, give it to the Buckeyes, see what Ohio State can do. Could you imagine the Buckeyes with another, what's the share right now? Is it getting close to 100 million?
It's
Gotta be
not.
close,
It's
right?
knocking on the door. I don't remember what.
Knocking on heaven's door with 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how set up they'd be to win a national championship if they had an extra 100 million. And then how good that'd be for the rest of the Big Ten.
Let's talk about a rabid, crazy squirrel, which is my nightmare.
I don't like squirrels.
I don't like anything in nature.
Yeah, I
but
don't like the rodents out there.
I was in London in May, and I saw some woman just in the park. You know, people are enjoying their day, and she's got her hand out, and she's got food, and she's trying to get the little squirrel to approach. And I hope you get rabies.
It's weird.
I really do, you stupid idiot. Because what you do then is you get these things accustomed to us. The natural fear goes away.
Yeah.
And then you have a situation like this. A California squirrel has gone nuts, and neighbors in one town are on the alert. Residents in the town of San Rafael have reported a series of attacks from one vicious brown squirrel that sent at least 2 people to the emergency room. Marin Human I'm sorry, Marin Humane Society, human, confirmed to ABC News there have been reported attacks from a wild squirrel in the area that may be the result of public feeding. See, there you go. We received several reports, people being attacked by a squirrel in the neighborhood of San Rafael. This behavior is unusual for squirrels and is likely the result of someone feeding it. It's bad. Mess you up. Now, here comes some victims who are going to tell you about their experience. It came out of nowhere. I didn't see him running up to me at all. It clamped onto my leg. The tail was flying up here. I was like, get it off me, get it off me. I didn't want to touch it. The injuries were so severe, she had to go to the emergency room to seek treatment.
This thing sounds possessed.
Flyers have been plastered around the area warning of a crazy squirrel.
What the hell?
Here's another victim.
Sight.
Here's another victim. Squirrel went from the floor, tried to jump onto my face. I tried to protect my face. My arm was completely overcome by squirrel. I liked it. Finally, it jumped off. But by then, I was full of blood. I run to the emergency room. I almost died. Well, I don't know if you almost died, but bad.
This squirrel is just...
It's a menace.
This is chaotic.
And it's all because of you stupid hippies. Oh, here, have some food. I love you, squirrel. I love all nature things. No. Stop it.
Well, that's bad. Something else is going on with this squirrel to get to this point. Why would it be turning on the very people that are domesticating him and giving him treats and giving him snacks all the time?
Because he's lost his fear. He's probably saying, hey, the other broad gives me some snacks. Why don't you give me some snacks?
And so he gets pissed off.
Yeah, it's a squirrel. It's stupid, in with Timmy. It can't rationalize.
Goes with the flying Rocky Bullwinkle move. Sprawls to the person's face and just starts gouging the eyes out. Sticking its little paws inside your mouth.
Was overcome
with squirrel.
By squirrel.
It spits in your mouth.
Oh, my God. What do you want to do next?
How's Marin Human doing?
pretty good.
You idiot.
Pretty good. All right, there's some people calling a certain lady out there wacky. I find her behavior completely acceptable. We'll talk about her coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a couple minutes slowdown due to a crash that's blocking the right lane on southbound 270. On the east outer belt after 670, it is slow from Easton Way. We also have a couple minute delay on westbound 70 on the west side between West Broad Street and Hague Avenue. This report is sponsored by Leeds Farm. Come join the fall fun. That includes hay rides, zip lines, 2 pumpkin jumps, straw forts, farm animals, and more. Leeds Farm is open 6 weekends only, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at leedsfarm.com. I'm Nicole on 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Fall is here. The leaves are changing, football's on TV, and family time by the bonfire feels just right. Before it gets even colder, now's the time to make sure your home is ready for what lies ahead. For over 3 decades, homeowners across Central Ohio have turned to Newman Roofing for reliable roofing, siding, and gutter work that stands the test of time. From your very first call, you'll talk with a real person who's happy to walk you through the process. Your estimator won't push you, just explain what's going on with your home and share solutions that make sense for you. And when the work begins, a dedicated job supervisor makes sure every detail meets Newman Roofing standards. Don't just take our word for it. Check out the hundreds of 5-star Google reviews from families right here in Columbus who chose Newman Roofing and couldn't be happier. Appointments are filling fast for fall installations, so don't wait. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today. Let Newman Roofing handle your to-do list so you can get back to the things and the people that matter most. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online today at newmanroofing.com.
The Waterworks techs have heard it all. Screeching furnaces, dripping pipes, strangled garbage disposals, overflowing toilets. Did a spooky surprise catch you off guard? Who are you going to call?
No, not them. Call the Waterworks at 614
888-232-2222. We provide better care, better value, better results, and we'll take on any drain or heating and cooling nightmare to come your way. Happy Hallow Waterworks.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. It's time to ditch the traffic jams and the rat race and take in that crisp morning air, the crackle of a warm campfire. With RCD RV's Fall Into Adventure sale, you can. September 15th through the 30th, you can cozy up to incredible deals. Sale pricing on all remaining new 2025 models. And RCD has travel trailers starting under $12,995, as well as pre-owned motorhomes priced under $39,995. Visit one of our 3 locations, Delaware, Heath, Pataskala. Shop online anytime at rcdrv.com.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
ABC Wednesday, The Golden Bachelor premieres. Hi, Mel. Hello. Former NFL star Mel Owens is looking for his second chance at love.
I'm hopeful that I'll find true love.
But these women are in a league of their own.
Mel has never been exposed to women like us. I don't know how he can handle it all.
The Golden Bachelor season premiere.
To love, happiness, and fun.
Tonight at 9 on ABC 6.
Good morning, Columbus. It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Morning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus. Weekday mornings on ABC 6. It's going to be a good day.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Jimmy Kimmel was back on last night. We didn't get a chance to see it here because Sinclair is the owner of ABC 6, and, well, they have standards, damn it. But you know what? That aside, I was reading a piece in Awful Announcing today that I thought was interesting about how networks may use sports to their advantage with these companies that decide they have a moral high ground on some of the programming they don't agree with. Sinclair is one of those companies. Nexstar.
Yeah.
There's another one of those companies. By the way,
Nexstar's the other one.
Nexstar is attempting to acquire this company.
Tegna.
The company that we work for. Big merger in the offing. Is that what they say?
This has been
the offing.
This has been one of the biggest talking points when you've read articles about Jimmy Kimmel over the last week.
Now,
absolutely.
There are certain situations where I totally understand. We work for a television network here in 10 TV. They have a affiliate agreement with CBS. And it's very frustrating because over the years, their programming has become less and less exclusive because you can get what CBS is showing on Paramount Plus. If not that day, then the next day. And so the CBS affiliates, in our case, 10 TV, goes to CBS and says, hey, man, you're charging us the same amount of money to be an affiliate, but your programming's not exclusive anymore because people can go get it elsewhere without watching our channel.
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to doubt that difficult phase of business.
And that's not just with sports. Like this is an evolution that we are in right now with how TV stations look to do business.
That's right.
As we go into the future, because what is that going to look like? What is, like, what you're talking about, some of the hit shows that CBS and Paramount put on that network, do you have to watch that locally to be able to get that content? No, you don't. A lot of people, and just the way they like to watch TV now, they are sort of brought up in this Netflix age where you want to, like, wait till an entire season of something comes out and then go and watch it all at once. So you might not be in that mode of, oh, it comes out on a Sunday night or it's out on a Monday night. I'll just wait a while when it's in that app and I'll watch it that way too. And are you going to get credit for that? Are you going to be able to get ratings for that as a local station? Sports is essentially the great equalizer here with how this still exists.
10 TV, and I assume it's the same for ABC6 and whatever. 10 TV does not make a lot of money on Stephen Colbert at 11:30. Local television stations make money on local news and sports. But if you got all these companies out there picking and choosing what they want to carry from you on moral grounds, the conversation is, when do these big companies like CBS, like NBC, like Fox, when do they start to say, all right, you want to play that way? You want to take our Jimmy Kimmel show? Well, then you don't get NFL on Sunday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or you don't get Monday Night Football when we simulcast that on Channel 6. You don't get that.
Then you'd say, okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's what you would have to say to get
these networks,
events.
these big companies, they still have leverage. They have cards to play. Now, how would that go over publicly? I don't know. But it's an interesting situation where we could have a quite significant war between local station ownership and the networks they have licensing agreements with.
Here were two little blurbs from the article that you had seen. I want to run them by you again. The first part, and this was discussed in the Washington Post as well by a media insider. So groups like Sinclair can only preempt network programming a limited number of times.
Right, there's a contract.
Usually that's in a contract, before they would breach their affiliate agreement with, say, a network like ABC. That puts guys like Sinclair, big TV ownership groups, on a short leash. And we don't know how many times that is. I guess that people know how many times that is, and you probably have to be mindful of that, be watching that. The other part was down here was that it says that ESPN launched its brand new direct-to-consumer app. So you are just getting essentially what's on ESPN television, the same as it is.
That's correct.
On the app. In the past, they might not put something that's on an ESPN channel, like the big channel, also on the app because they want you to watch it. Whether you stream it or whether you watch it does not make a difference. It's just that it's on ESPN, the channel. We can also stream that channel, but they want you to do that. And so it writes, if Disney pulled ABC programming from Sinclair or Nexstar-owned affiliates, there would have been by no means by which sports fans could access live games scheduled for the network. Now, while it might not be ideal, fans could purchase ESPN's direct-to-consumer product to access that programming, regardless of whether or not their local ABC affiliate was carrying the game. So,
yeah, but again, that's just more money out of your pocket.
Yeah, short-term.
As the consumer.
Short-term leverage.
And the station loses money.
Yeah, not so much in the long run.
Right. And think about that for a second. Hey, we're not going to run Jimmy Kimmel. Hey, cool. You don't have 7:30 primetime college football on Saturday night anymore.
And they'd say,
we're taking that off.
How quickly can we put Kimmel back on?
Because the local stations would then go to the parent company, Sinclair, and say, wait a second, man, you're killing us here. All right, I know you're a big corporate monolith, but us as a local station, we're dying here. We only make money on sports and local news, and you're chopping off 50% of that.
Well, Sinclair and Nexstar own what, like 60, 70% of all of the stations?
It's some number like that.
That are in the States. So
and we can discuss whether that should be or not, too.
Sure. But that's what's going through. That's what the FCC is going to be looking at here. in the coming months or now. So, like, they know this. The ownership of those groups knows all this. You know, you cannot be without sports. You simply cannot. Sports is what makes all the money in this country.
It's your lifeblood.
It is
for a local station. It's sports and it's local news. And if you don't have one of those two things, then you're done. Hey, Teddy, stop me if you've heard this before. I forgot to pay off on my teas. I know that's shocking to you, but coming up next, I will talk about the woman who everybody else thinks is crazy, but I think is right on. We're all missing the point here. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic that's causing about a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and North Broadway. And there's a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 670 from Grandview Avenue to I-70. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Monogram Homes. Don't settle for standard. Go custom. Go Monogram. Visit monogramhomes.net today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coghlan Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Trailblazer, only $198 a month. New 26 Chevy Equinox, $239 a month. Or a new 26 Silverado, just $399 a month. Visit CoglanChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
36-month lease with $39.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance. Because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
If you find your garage door repair guy watching YouTube videos on how to fix garage doors, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeStoreSystems.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here. After retiring from professional football, I never expected that me, Bobby, I'd have low testosterone. So I went to my friends over at Affinity. I got my labs done, and now I've been on a testosterone replacement plan with Affinity for 8+ years. Best of all, they've supplemented it with peptides and lots of other great products. Learn why me and thousands of men trust the experts at Affinity to feel their best. Get more energy, better workouts, feel like yourself again. And do not waste another day. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com today.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL, 614-962-7355, or selltohometeam.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease 2 Elantras for $222. That's right, lease 2 new 2025 Elantra SEs for just $222 a month for a 2-year lease. Both your new Elantras come with owner assurance and America's Best Warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. In Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.99 down per unit plus taxes fees. First month payment, 10K miles per year, ends 9/30.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom Tire buyer.
Exactly.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Blue Jackets with another preseason game tonight. They'll host the Pittsburgh Penguins at Nationwide Arena. You can catch that game tonight here on the Fan. Cleveland Guardians continue their home series with the Detroit Tigers, and they do so with the Guardians holding the lead over the Tigers in the AL Central. Cleveland's won 9 of their last 10, while the Tigers have dropped 7 in a row. Jack Flaherty pitching for Detroit, Tanner Bybee for Cleveland. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Reds played the second of their series at home with Pittsburgh and going to play one game back in the chase for the final National League wildcard spot. The Pirates will pitch Paul Skeens tonight against the Reds' Hunter Green. The NFL 2026 Hall of Fame nominees announced today with names like Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald headlining the list. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Voted the best credit union for the past 7 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit bmifcu.org to learn more. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I got a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, 3 hours a day, every single day. Tell your friends. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. He's my friend, and he'll join us coming up at 5:30. You know, Timmy, we got a lot of chefs and cooks and restaurant people that listen to the show.
Yes, we do.
Because they're going into work. If they work the dinner shift, right? They listen to our debauchery, then they go to work and they deal with rude people the entire time. I try my best not to be one of those rude people. I always tip generously. I appreciate your work. I saw this today. A chef in the UK, in England, they got 1 day off. She had 1 day off for the week and said, you know what? I'm going to take a flight.
A flight?
I'm going to travel 2,400 miles just for a little 24-hour trip to go buy some candy.
Incredible.
Go buy some candy.
You see, you'd like her.
I wouldn't like her. I don't like anybody, again, but I appreciate what she's doing here. I have driven 3 hours each way just to eat and come back before.
Right. This is a thing that you will do. You don't like typically going to places with large crowds. You don't like being outside at a game or a festival all day. You'll go somewhere. You'll go to a restaurant. You'll be in the car, listen to a podcast, a book on tape, get a good bite, drive all the way back.
So this woman says, I'm surprised that people think this is so crazy. So she traveled from London to Romania on September 15th to stock up on Ferrero Rocher pocket coffee chocolates, which include a shot of sweetened espresso inside.
Okay.
Before returning home. Now here's
Ferrero Rocher, very, very tasty. I don't know if they're Lindor Lindt, but they're big in the chocolate game.
Now here's what I don't understand. All right, here's the details of her trip. She departed after she got off work at around 10 p.m., landing at 3:15 a.m. local time the next day. She then spent the entire day in Romania, her birthplace, where she got her chocolate, right? During that time, she also managed to squeeze in sightseeing, shopping, even picking up a fridge magnet, is what it says.
Got to get the magnet.
She then flew out on a 10 p.m. return flight, arriving back in London at 11 p.m., making it back in bed by 1:30 in the morning. And then she was working the next day. Here's what people don't understand.
Outrageous.
People don't understand because we in America don't do this. Flying in Europe is like taking the bus. This entire trip cost her $150.
Incredible.
Plane, buying the chocolates, all of that crap. Eating a meal in Romania, total $150. We can't do that here, so this seems very odd to us. But for someone that only has the odd day off here and there, to me, this makes perfect sense.
A flight from London to Romania takes about 3 hours. That's it. That's just a 3-hour trip.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's a cup of coffee.
That's your drive. That's your drive to Fort Wayne to get some Portillo's. That is incredible. And you know what? It is crazy, but it's good crazy. You know what? She loves that chocolate. What's her name? Takix? Kate Takix?
Kate, yeah.
She loves chocolate that much. It's how do you say the name of this town? Cluj. Cluj. What's our pronunciation for that Romanian town? Cluj. Corey Kluber's just hanging out there all day.
I heard Romania is very nice.
Romania would be nice. It would be nice.
Dracula lives there.
If they've got some kind of Ferrero Rocher chocolates that cannot be got anywhere else or on the interwebs,
people call this
maybe it's worth it.
Extreme day trips, and she says she's done this 17 times.
She says, I enjoy exploring new places.
You come for 24 hours and then you hit it. It doesn't cost a lot of money.
Yeah, she said it's a brilliant opportunity to see a new country, or I mean, not this one in particular, but to do it on a very little budget. To me, it's the thrill and the adrenaline and the satisfaction I get once I get my fridge magnet.
Now,
I like that.
The one thing
keepsake
that perhaps makes this tricky, because again, it's 24 hours and you're in and out. You don't have to pay for a hotel room. She's getting in at 3:15 a.m. local time, so there's some wandering of the streets at an odd time. Maybe she knew somebody she could hang out with and get a few hours sleep on the futon. I don't know, but that to me is the only hiccup here, is that you land at 3:15 a.m. local time.
That's okay.
Nothing is open.
Yeah.
Then you just wander the streets like a bum.
You probably take your time at the airport, I would imagine. Like you're looking for some...
You really got to take your time. Hit the duty-free shop.
Yeah.
Those Romanian duty-free shops, man. Wild.
Most places in the airport aren't open. Like that's a thing.
They close down.
They close. If you're, Tom Hanks in the movie The Terminal, you saw what his lifestyle was. He had to start making friends with everybody that worked there. He didn't have any money. Like, he just had to eat crackers and ketchup for sometimes.
Well, but then he found a way to return the carts.
To get the quarters.
And get the quarters.
That's
and then
how
he
was getting
treated
money.
himself to Burger King.
Burger King was the thing that he loved.
Yeah.
He wanted to get himself a Whopper and some fries.
Even had some money left over to buy himself a Hugo Boss suit.
He did. Hugo Boss.
He
wanted to impress
Catherine
Zeta-Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great craftsman, wasn't he, in that movie?
Yes,
Didn't he build do something with the piping?
Big fountain.
Built a fountain with beautiful glass and tile.
That is a good movie.
That's a good,
people don't
Tucci's
talk.
in that
I know
movie.
he is. He's the evil guy.
He sucks in that movie.
He runs the airport. He's mean.
How's he? Tucci's the most likable face. He's a calming. His voice is like a weighted blanket.
He usually plays bad guys.
He is awful. He usually plays bad guys?
He does. He plays bad guys a lot. Isn't it Hunger Games?
He?
Isn't he a bad guy in Hunger Games?
I don't know if he's a bad guy. He works for the man, but I really think he loves the participants and likes the people, but he is kind of part of the control. He's not President Snow. He's like the weirdo talk show host. He's like if President Snow had control over Regis Philbin.
Speaking of speaking of Tucci, have you seen Conclave?
I still haven't seen Conclave.
It's a good flick, and there's a moment in that movie where he's getting evil.
He gets a little bad.
He gets a little power
He's
hungry.
like tired of what's going on, and he wants to make the move.
He plays like this. Oh, I don't want to be the Pope. It shouldn't be me. But then once it's in his grasp,
I'm the Pope.
Then he wants to take it.
I'm the Pope. I mean, being the Pope, if that's right there in front of you, could you imagine?
I don't want to be the Pope.
Well, if you were,
I don't want to be in charge of anything.
If you were, though, a bishop or a cardinal, I don't know. Who is it, a bishop or a cardinal that becomes the pope?
Cardinal.
What's the next highest? Cardinal? Cardinal's going to get the pope?
Cardinal.
Can you have, like, a bishop go to pope? Like, if a quarterback's coach goes right to being a head coach,
Timmy,
like Zach Taylor?
Again,
can you, like, hop over one of the...
I don't know the intricacies of this. Like, that's an odd hire. Hired a bishop for that job, huh? Doesn't have a lot of experience.
Gave Zach Taylor the Bengals job, huh?
Yeah.
That's not going to work out well, is it?
Random priest from the suburbs now is the pope. How'd that happen?
Get the guy
He's sleeping with someone.
Get the guy from Sacred Heart Parish in Prince William County, Virginia. I don't know how that's going to go. Father Dan. No.
A little bit of a curveball at the end of Conclave, too. I'm not going to spoil it.
I'm curious about that. What kind of curveball is it when you pick a pope?
There's a big curveball.
Pick a
There's
pope.
terrorist attacks. There's lots of stuff going on.
Any other bad movies for Tooch? Like bad guy Tucci movies? Because he's in the...
Road to Perdition.
He's Nitty. Nitty or Nettie?
He's the boss. He's a Chicago mob boss.
He's Capone's right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the same.
Another underrated Tom Hanks movie, Road to Perdition.
What's the name? Is it Nitty or Net? The guy that he plays is also portrayed heavily in what's the other Chicago with Kevin Costner? Kevin Costner and De Niro, Untouchables.
Yeah.
That guy that guns down Sean Connery's character. That's who's Tucci is playing in Road to Perdition.
Right.
I forget what his name was, but very, very bad dude. Killed a lot of people for Capone back in the day. He was in Julia and Julie. Tucci. He just played.
That's the last movie I ever saw in a theater. That was actually I didn't even see it. That was the Meat Snack Lady.
No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It was during the coming attractions of Julie and Julia. That was when the Meat Snack Lady occurred.
Oh my God.
Got up and walked out.
He was fine in that movie. He just plays Julia Child's husband. He's a good dude.
Right.
Fine guy.
He's evil, though.
He's in The Core, where they travel to the center of the earth. He's a good guy in that one.
Core.
The Core. Art Core. They go through the magma and the
magma.
What are you, the crust?
Yeah, we're named Mantle. Little Mickey Mantle down there.
The Mantle, good one. Yeah, that's
Mickey
down
Mantle.
there. Yep.
The Canadians want to be just like Americans. Details next. Colin Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some slowdown due to an accident if you're traveling on East Broad Street at Taylor Station Road. And there's about a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Bixby Road. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And today we're in my showroom so you can hear how our windows keep sound out.
It's pretty loud in here, Wilson.
Well, Leslie, that's because the window's open. But if you close it like so... well, it's kind of good to let in a little nature.
I think nature just honked at us, Wilson. Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. And if you're gearing up for the big game, don't forget the MVP of desserts, Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. This legendary treat just made its way to Ohio. Finally! We're talking rich devil's food cake, buttery cream bumps, and a fudge icing that is just unfair. They'd throw a flag on it if it was actually on the field. Bring one to your next tailgate, watch party, or even a team celebration, and you'll be the real hero. Available now at Kroger and Meijer, Sanders Bumpy Cake. It's game day greatness.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus. It's fall or autumn, as the losers like to say. What does that mean in the car world? That means places like Jermaine Lexus want to clear out all of their 2025 inventory to make room for the 2026 models. And for you, the customer, that means big savings. Take advantage of their lack of space with aggressive pricing. They also have plenty of L-certified vehicles on the lot for the fall collection sales event. If you're in the market, please stop in and see my friends. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com. Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys that sell for 1% realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
My name is Katie. I'm a Spectrum customer for mobile and internet. And I grew up on a farm and ranch in Nebraska, so I'm always cowgirling. Cowboy culture, you never want to pay more than you have to because there are so many expenses that go into farming and ranching. To have any efficiency on the farm, you need extreme connection and reception. I bet we save about $180 a month with Spectrum, and that's $2,100 for the whole year.
Real customers, real savings. Visit spectrum.com/save. Real customer testimonial, compensated, not scripted.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hi, this is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we're offering an amazing $12,000 off MSRP on a new Ford Bronco Badlands. This offer is only from Krieger Ford, so come see us on Morris Road or visit KriegerFord.com today. Home of the Krieger Commitment. Best cars, best people, peace of mind.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now.
Got a teen athlete? Then you know putting in the hours is all part of the game. But did you know the same goes for learning how to drive? Because just like playing a sport, learning to drive takes practice. The only difference is the stakes are even higher. 50 hours of practice time driving with you? Worth every minute. Gear up at teachyourteentodrive.ohio.gov.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Progressive Insurance, with insurance for cars, home, boat, motorcycles, RVs, and commercial vehicles at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and progressive.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy skies, a couple of showers, and maybe a rumble of thunder on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-70s, down to the low 60s by Thursday morning. Mostly cloudy skies and a couple of showers early in the day. Showers tapering off during the afternoon on Thursday. Otherwise, partly sunny skies and temperatures in the mid-70s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
The #1 pizza expert and the #4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Are you having some problems down there with the noodle?
What kind?
Keeping it al dente. Maybe you overcooked it. Maybe it's soggy down there.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a medical condition. This is not something you can treat with some vitamins or an Instagram ad. You need to go to the people that handle limp peepees every single day. All right? And that's my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. They have treatments that work when the pills or herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments, Timmy, can have you lasting an hour or more.
Dear God!
Dear God! So if ED is affecting your intimacy, it's time to make sure that's the last time that happens. Schedule a consult today, and you could be having hibbity-dibbity time the day after your appointment for an hour. 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com. The CFL, also known as the Canadian Football League, for those of you who are not aware, is changing their rules. They've always had a 110-yard field, just to be different. They knew what we were doing down here. It's like, no, we're Canadian. Our currency's more, and we're going to have Canadian currency equivalent on the field, too. Not 100 yards, 110, but now they're going to change it to 100 yards to be more like American football. They don't say that. They say it's going to improve the game. But it's almost like we had it all along. Also, the time between plays will be extended from 20 seconds after the ball is set to 35 seconds from the end of the previous play.
Okay.
End zones will shrink from 20 yards to 15.
With the still goal, be different.
With the goalposts moved to the back of the end zone from the front.
So that's a big difference.
The CFL field will continue to be 65 yards wide. The NFL field is 53 yards wide. Benches will always be on the opposite sides of the field, making substitutions easier. The league also will revise the procedures for awarding a 1-point rogue. What the hell is a 1-point rogue?
Maybe it's a rouge for a French name.
R-O-U-G.
I never heard of that. That must be their extra point.
A rouge.
Yeah.
What the hell is a rouge?
Must be their extra point.
Yeah, if the ball goes into the end zone, it has to be returned out. If not, then it's a point.
Really, Teddy? That's why
and if you miss a field goal and you kick it like into the stands or whatever, then it's still a point. Yeah. It has to be any kick that goes into the end zone has to be returned out or it's a point.
Here is what the commissioner says.
I don't hate that.
Stuart Johnson. This is going to create more touchdowns. More touchdowns creates more highlights, and highlights drive through all forms of media, and that drives fandom. It says traditionalists don't like the changes. Players already don't. Per the Post. What is this Post?
The Post, a paper.
I know, but
newspaper.
What Post?
Maybe the British Columbia Post?
Oh, yes. BC Lions quarterback Nathan Rourke called the tweaks garbage, and he claimed the players and coaches weren't consulted.
Garbage? Nathan Rourke, isn't he the Ohio Bobcat?
That is correct.
I think he had a little cup of coffee in the NFL's preseason. I think he had a great play for your Dallas Cowboys. He had an awesome highlight in a preseason a couple years ago.
Big scandal in Canada.
Weird.
People don't like these changes. The league says this will be better. You just don't understand yet. Trust me.
That field really, I did not realize how different the field was. I always had in my mind that the goalposts were up front.
What does DeVere Posey think about all of this?
Where's our guy DeVere Posey?
I mean, DeVere Posey had himself quite a career in the CFL.
Grey Cup, Le Coup de Grey, MVP. Played for the Alouettes in Montreal. Played for the BC Lions.
I bet you that trophy's right on the mantle. You walk into DeVere's house, if he has a mantle, that trophy's on it.
We just worked in both mantle references in a 2-segment pack. The Earth's crust and above the fireplace.
And Mickey.
Where are you gonna find that?
And Mickey mantle.
Mickey mantle. Where are you gonna get that?
Is there another mantle?
No.
Can you think of another person with the last name of Mantle?
Mantle.
No?
Or another thing that is a mantle. No.
There's a Manti Te'o.
Manti.
There's that.
Well, that really just died.
All right, that's a good little thing I had.
Hillary Mantle? Never heard of her.
Henry?
Hillary.
Hey, speaking of people, Sister Jean, the famous nun and basketball chaplain.
Anytime you mention her,
chaplain,
I want to know, is she okay?
She's the chaplain for Loyola Chicago, right? You've seen her all over. She is retiring. She's not dead.
Okay.
She is retiring.
Good.
It's becoming too much of a physical challenge for her because she's 106. 106. By the way, I would tune on like CBS Sports Network. They would have a lot of Loyola basketball games on just this past season. And they're in the gym. They're in Chicago. And I see Sister Jean in her wheelchair under the hoop take it in the game.
Love it.
She doesn't miss it.
Yeah.
And now she says, I can't devote the time and effort that I need to be around the team as much as a chaplain should. So I'm hiring Charlie Chaplin to do it. There's another good reference.
Charlie Chaplin from the Talkies. He's...
No, he was in the Silenties. The Quieties.
Yeah, but they called...
Then the Talkies came.
No, didn't they call those the Talkies?
No.
Oh.
The Talkies were...
The silent... Okay,
no.
It makes more sense.
The Talkies is when they started talking in the movie.
Disregard. I thought it was like one of those ironic things. Like they called him
like
Talkies because
fat guy slim.
They wanted to talk, but they couldn't because they didn't have the audio. They just played... They just played old-timey music.
I'm sorry I even brought it up.
Me too.
Sister Jean is retiring. She's not dead. At least not yet. She will die. She's 106. Breaking news. She will die.
You will die.
Everyone will.
I will die.
That's what I say to Samantha all the time. She's like, I don't want to die. I said, I don't want to die either, but nobody gets out alive. So far. I mean, there's a chance you could buck the trend. I don't know.
I mean, look at RoboCop. They didn't let him go. What was RoboCop? Was he just like a head and a heart?
Although he did have like a
how much
like
of
memory.
RoboCop was there?
Not
Wasn't
a lot.
It like a scary, like disgustingly small amount.
Yeah,
because it's just a tiny bit of torso.
But doesn't he at some point in the movie like drive past his old family's house because there's something in there?
Yeah, he has memory still of that because they try to just wipe all that out.
Right,
but he'll drive by the house and see like his wife and kid.
Yeah, it's messed up. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Peter Weller.
Peter
and
Weller.
they did a remake with this. Joel Kinnaman was in.
I didn't see the remake.
It was
Mr.
maybe
Finnegan?
around. Why not?
When I was a kid, I used to like RoboCop, right? And I'd always say, "Hey, how come Peter Weller's not in more things?" You know, he was RoboCop. I liked RoboCop.
Then you find out,
and then I grew
being
up
stoic and scowling is not really acting.
I saw Peter Weller in another movie, and I'm like, man, this guy is a bad actor.
No. He always plays the bad guys.
He has a bad face, you know. He has just that face where you look at him and you're like, that dude
I think he's
is
a good bad guy, actually.
Yeah, he's a good bad guy.
I think so.
Only other thing I ever saw him in was, I think, Sons of Anarchy. Did you ever watch that show, Teddy?
No.
The biker gang?
Did not.
With Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's the name.
I ain't seen it.
He was a popular dude for a bit when he did that
But
show.
when Peter Weller went by his family's house, I mean, like, what happens if he goes and knocks on the door and he wants to, like, do you think she accepts him?
Well, I mean,
think he whips out Robo-Dong and...
Oh, no, there's no...
You don't think so?
There's no need for that.
I don't think there wasn't a Robo-Dong.
They didn't fit him with a Robo-Dong?
Was there?
What if they're going to make a female RoboCop?
Although there was the female cop that was sort of his friend in the movie.
She was his partner.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Maybe if she did her job better, he wouldn't have been shot to death by the dad from that 70s show.
Is that who that was?
I think so.
Yeah, you're right. It was. I think it was
Butthead.
What is his name?
What did he say? Jackass? What did he say? What did he call them? Red from that 70s show.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
What? He died recently, didn't he?
I don't
Kurtwood Smith?
Kurtwood Smith.
Kurtwood
Is he
Smith.
dead? He's not dead. He's kicking.
He's 82. He's alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Sorry, Kurtwood.
But what did he say on that show? What did he call them all the time?
What did he call who all the time? His son,
No,
Topher?
the dumb kids. He would call them something.
It wasn't Knucklehead.
No, it wasn't that. He had something that he called him. Teddy, what was it?
Good job, Teddy.
Dumbass.
Dumbass. Something. There you go. Dumbass.
You dumbass.
That's right.
Yeah, that was his signature call.
Yeah, it was
Dumbass.
his signature line.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. He thinks we're all dumbasses, and he's right.
Yeah, we are.
That's coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Slower traffic is causing about a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from 161 to Cleveland Avenue. And if you're on northbound 71 on the north side and you're traveling from 670 to 17th Avenue, about a 10-minute delay there. This report is sponsored by Leeds Farm. Come join the fall fun that includes hay rides, zip lines, 2 pumpkin jumps, straw forts, farm animals, and more. Leeds Farm is open 6 weekends only, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at leedsfarm.com. I'm Nicole on 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Hey, Columbus, Jeff Rimmer here, back in Columbus for a little hockey and to visit my good friends at Byers Volkswagen. Whether you want to buy, sell, or service your next Volkswagen, Byers has all the options. Browse their entire inventory online at columbusvw.com or visit one of their friendly Volkswagen brand specialists. Or for more personal touch and exceptional experience, it's awaiting for you right there at Byers. Come see why it's better to buy at Byers Volkswagen. They're by the airport.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Broadcasting live from Shady Acres Retirement Village. It's Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer.
Sponsored by Byers Imports, Hamilton Road by the airport.
He is the legendary voice. The, what do they call it? You don't really do any work anymore, but you're still...
Like an ambassador?
Emeritus?
An emeritus,
yeah.
A broadcaster emeritus.
Broadcaster emeritus. It's name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, my friend.
Oh, I'm your friend today after you hung up on me just to see if I would answer the phone. And when I see Mike Riccardotti come up on my phone, of course I'm going to answer it. You guys, in all due respect to teenage girls, acting like a bunch of kids, teenagers, whatever. I mean, I was waiting for you after you got off the show to perhaps head to your neighborhood, and I know where you live, and start knocking on doors and then running.
You need to pump some lead out the door or something? What was the matter with you? I didn't swear at you. I said, thanks for picking up, and then I hung up.
No, you never said thanks. You just hung up and started laughing. Second ring, he answered. Oh, my.
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt something? What were you doing?
Well, I was sitting in my office just on the computer, minding my own business, and I see, boy, Riccardotti's calling. He's on. Isn't he on the air? And then I thought, well, maybe you got preempted for something and were upset about something, and I just answered the phone. Hey, Mike. And away you went.
Yeah.
I answered the phone.
Well, we had other people to call. I also didn't want to run the risk of you working blue, because sometimes I call you on the phone and you're like, "Hey, Effie," you know, and it's a family show, Rimmer.
All right, let's move along. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
We're protecting you.
We have preseason games now. We've had preseason games the last 3 nights. Jackets lose the last 2 to the Sabres. They have the Penguins tonight. Give me your biggest takeaways from the first 3 preseason games so far.
Well, I don't want to read too much into it, nor do I think you should or the fans. The Jackets have not played too many of the veterans. In fact, tonight, and those of you looking for something to do tonight, if you can't catch the game on 97.1 The Fan, I'd suggest you go to Nationwide, because the likes of Monahan and Boone Jenner, the captain, and The big defenseman on the back line will be a Norris Trophy candidate this year, Zach Werenski. They will all be in the lineup. It's a complimentary lineup to what you'll see here over the course of the season, and some extra players. Keep an eye on Smith, who's in there on a pro tryout. He is an outstanding player around the league. He would add some muscle to the blue line, and I think you can never have too many physical defensemen. And from all stories that I've heard from people around the NHL, a great character guy that would certainly help in the room as well. So I'm pulling for him and looking forward to watching tonight's game and just seeing how he performs.
Jeff, tell me about another youngster in the Jackets organization. Really, maybe the most fun name to say, too. Luca Del Bel Belluz. What have you seen from this four-part name, kid out of Ontario? And he's certainly getting his time here in the preseason.
Oh, and rightfully so. I mean, he is on the cusp of making the squad. I mean, he's certainly knocking on the door. Ultimately, it'll be a decision made by the coaching staff and general manager Don Waddell. But I'll tell you, even going back to last year, he did not look out of place in the Blue Jackets lineup and as a National Hockey Leaguer. So, yeah, I'd keep an eye on him. And you're right. He certainly has impressed so far.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Rimmer's Friends, Buyers Imports by the Airport. You want to talk about your friends, Rims?
I never, ever turned down an opportunity to talk about Buyers Imports by the Airport. Remember that. It's by the Airport. And I've been talking about this for the last few weeks, but September 30th is next week, and that will end an opportunity to save $7,500 a tax credit for purchasing an EV. And at Buyers Imports by the Airport, all of their models have some of those IVs ready for immediate delivery. We always talk about service, and that comes after the sale. And there's over 100 factory technicians on site at the dealerships at Buyers Imports by the Airport, ready to take care of you. We haven't talked about the beautiful Express Lube operation there at Buyers that was built here over the last year. In fact, last week being in Columbus, I certainly checked it out myself. I suggest you head to Buyers Subaru, Buyers Porsche, Buyers Audi, Buyers Volkswagen, all by the airport.
By the docks, right?
By the airport.
By the airport. Hey, we were talking about this the other day. I was surprised. I saw Dean Evison at the Crew game this past weekend. He was wearing a T-shirt, just hanging out with the family, taking in the game. I was unaware that he was so illustrated. He's got tattoos all over the place. Are you aware of this, Rims?
No, I haven't showered with him yet, so no, I didn't know that.
But soon, right, Jeff? Soon.
No, it's not in the plans.
No.
Not in the plans.
I mean, you have that huge back tattoo, though, right, Rims?
I do not have a tattoo, nor would I ever have a tattoo.
What?
Next question.
No ink for you, Jeff? You're anti getting inked up?
Ink-free, my friend. Ink-free. Are we going to talk about a name drop here? Because I've got a dandy one this week.
Well, okay, let's go.
I really just brushed aside the tattoo chat.
This better be a good name, because you are running this segment with an iron fist.
I am, and I'll run it continuously. In fact, I might not get off the air till you guys leave at 6 o'clock. How's that?
All right, come on.
Anyway, you've got the fickle finger of fate, so you can certainly get rid of me. But I really enjoyed this past weekend, CBS and their NFL Today pregame show, visiting with a great friend of mine, Brent Musburger. And I don't think I've ever told the story about Musburger, how he and I broke the story about Pete Rose being released by the Expos and going back to Cincinnati as playing manager. Well, I got the story directly from Pete. He called me. It was after the big brouhaha he and I had in the clubhouse, and he said, "Rimmer, I owe you one. I want you to break the story. I'm being released this afternoon, and I'm on my way." And, of course, I was stringing for CBS Radio at the time, called Musburger. Are you sure? Are you sure? I said, "Brent, go with it. You know me. I've been stringing for you for a long time." We also, and I mentioned this before, the Ferragamo story, but I was thrilled to see Musburger on and brought back a lot of memories of NFL Today. And, of course, he was the pioneer of that. And, by the way, just as a side note, we're in negotiations for the book. We're moving along, and Brent Musburger will be mentioned prominently in the book.
Do you want me, because you're writing a book about all your experiences, do you want me to write the foreword for the book?
Well, Mike, we'll have to think about that.
Do you want me to narrate the audio version of the book? Because I can do my impersonation of you reading the book.
Please, God.
And then in 1961, I met Missy Lou Ruffinson, and she took me out back and showed me what it was like to be a real man.
Don't give up your daytime job, big fella.
No?
Can you imagine like 4.5 hours of that? Or however long the book's going to be?
But you know, Rimmer, you wrote a treatment for the book, but now that means you actually have to write the book. Are you ready for this?
Well, we've got a number of the chapters written. Yeah, we're ready to go with a number of chapters, and we're now in negotiations. And if things go our way here and in the days ahead, and maybe the next week or two, then we'll continue putting it together, and there'll be all kinds of editing of the book as it sits here today. But we'll be looking for some people, and you might be one of them, by the way. We'll be looking for testimonials on the outside of the outside cover, the back cover, and I've got the likes of Bob Costas, Cal Ripken Jr., Bobby Orr.
And you think I can crack that lineup? It's going to be those guys and then Common Man?
And in all seriousness, it would be Common Man, Rick Dottie. But, Mike, in all seriousness, you are one of my close friends, and it's because of you that I still make that weekly appearance right here to inform the wonderful listeners on 97.1 what's going on.
You don't do it for free.
I mean, nice.
Well, I meant to talk about that. Let's talk about an increase in the salary.
I thought you were about to say you'll do it for free. This is nice.
On that one.
What, have you got a title yet, Rimmer?
What's the title of the book
going to be?
Have
you got a title yet?
Well, I'm going to keep that a secret at this point because the publisher may want to have a say in that. I've got a couple of names, but I don't want to disclose them at this time.
I got some ideas. How about On Thin Ice? What do you think about that?
No, it's kind of weak.
It's weak.
Yeah. You got to come up with a better one than that.
A Billy Joel song play when you open the book?
No? Michael Bublé, though. Michael Bublé, not Billy Joel. It might be Michael Bublé.
Play when you open the book. What is that?
I think I screwed up the reference there.
What are you talking about?
I was thinking of On Thin Ice. There's a Billy Joel song that's got something to do with ice.
Well, Good job,
Timmy.
There's not a chance. I've already told you guys there's no chance for On Thin Ice.
No chance?
Why?
No chance. Why? Because I don't like it. And I've got much better titles waiting in the wings pending what the publisher has to say.
It's a good reason.
Exactly.
How about where to score a prostitute in every Canadian province and U.S. state? What about that? It's like a how-to guide.
Forget it.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. And as always, guys, grow up, will you?
Okay.
I just hung up on him. Never going to grow up, Rims. Never going to let you.
Never going to give. Never going to give.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. We have a very juvenile audience out there, too, that appreciates all of this. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a couple minutes slowdown if you're on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between US 23 and 315. You're also going to hit a couple minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, explains why he banks with First Bank of Central Ohio.
Anytime you're dealing with a local bank, it's about being able to pick up the phone and talk to real people. That is a huge pro. You know, when you get into these bigger banks, that doesn't happen.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Oven-baked French toast, hot melty cheese, and meat, and meat, and meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast sandwich, piled with bacon, sausage, and Canadian bacon. United Dairy Farmers, mornings made for you.
Ready for your next truck? At Krieger Ford, we have just what you're looking for. Trade in your vehicle and get a new Ford F-150 with a black appearance package for $11,000 off MSRP. It's all part of the Krieger commitment. Best cars, best people, peace of mind. Visit us today on Morris Road in Columbus or find your new truck at KriegerFord.com.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Rothman and Ice.
When you have a star player, you commit to him and you worry about everything down the road. You do everything you can to capitalize on this window of time that you have.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coghlan Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on a new 25 Kia Sorento or 3.49% on a new 25 Telluride. Visit CoghlanKia.com.
Coghlan has the car for you.
Based on January to December 2024 retail sales, 0% for 48 months and 3.49% for 60 months equals $20.83 and $18.19 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Not all will qualify. All qualified manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. We're talking to Jeff Rimmer in the last segment, legendary voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets, and he's writing a book. And I had suggested the name On Thin Ice for the title of his book because, back in the day...
Thin Ice.
Well, back in the day, we produced a fake movie trailer for a movie with Rimmer and Larry King.
Oh, yes.
Back when Bone and I were banging. Yes. And it was called On Thin Ice. Would you like to hear the trailer?
Sure.
Nobody asked me, but I'm going to play it anyway.
In the world of professional hockey announcing, there's always pressure to perform.
Rimmer,
I don't think I can fit any more hookers in the back of this trunk.
Larry, I don't pay you to think, I pay you to do.
For Jeff Rimmer, the price of fame cost him a fortune.
There are 17 Saigon hookers in this trunk. There's
Shut up,
no
Larry!
way we can fit any more. You've got to sob, for sake.
On Thin Ice, the Jeff Rimmer story.
Tell me when it's done.
In theaters this winter.
Here's why I think Rimmer's book is going to suck. Because Rimmer is too worried about keeping up relationships. You know, he still wants to be everybody's buddy, and that's fine.
Right.
But when people read like a tell-all,
you need a tell-all.
They
hockey
want
book.
the dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to talk about the time that him and Bobby Orr succumbed to a night of passion.
Right. It's like when you got that like Seth Wickersham dude who's writing about the Patriots. We want to hear dirt about how Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick would have after-hours fist fights over things that went wrong at the massage parlors or wherever.
That's exactly right.
That's what we want.
We want to hear the stories.
We want Bill Belichick, telling dirt about Bob Kraft and Bob Kraft telling dirt about Belichick and all the way around. That's what you want.
I want to know the stories of Rimmer personally going into the dressing room and threatening Adam Foote's life. That's what I want.
Yes. You want...
And I don't know if he's willing to tell those stories.
You want great detail. Mm-hmm. You want inside the jackets. I mean, would it be more beneficial if he made it really purely about the Columbus Blue Jackets and some of the ins and outs?
It has to be about his whole existence. Like we know the almost fight with Pete Rose. He's told that story a million times. We've heard the story about how he interviewed Muhammad Ali when he was in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But that's sort of a snoozer. I think what you need to do, spice up these stories a little bit.
Is there going to be a whole chapter about Bill Cosby and
how he thinks
how great of a guy
how
he is.
Rimmer was actually his roofie supplier for Bill Cosby.
Back in the day,
Cosby would call up rims
when he was doing that show, up in Canada where they were shooting for a while, that show that was on before Cosby show.
I Spy.
When they really got to know each other.
Rimmer, can you drop
Fantastic.
Can you drop off some pudding pops?
Hey, the pudding pops. That's your Cosby. It's pretty good. It needs some work. Playing golf with Lawrence Taylor. All those things. It could be in the book. Talk about a hole in one.
These things never really happened, Rims. We know that. You're a clean-cut boy, but other people don't know this. Throw yourself into a menage with Pete Rose and someone else. He's dead. He can't correct you.
Well, and for Rimmer's sake, you could buy some stories, right?
Like Jay Peterman bought Kramer's stories?
Bought Kramer's stories.
The very pants.
Yeah.
I was returning.
You need some interesting and some spicy.
Jazz it up.
Like we do for Pick Your Parlay. Throw some jazz hands around this book.
Doug McClain was a cross-dresser. I didn't know.
Right.
He's a peeping.
You think Dean Evason's got a lot of tattoos. Those are just the ones you can see. Ooh. He's got a snake tattoo. If you know what I mean.
I spent some time in the Aryan Nation.
He's a peeping Tom.
Again, this never happened. But Rims, you want to sell books or what? Back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Sometimes I feel like I'm running on ice.
You stupid idiot.
So,
to pick a song people remember, you moron.
What are you talking about? People don't know.
I'm gonna sing a beat track from the Bridge.
The Bridge, the 10th studio album of Billy Joel, platinum artist. Come on. So, this is Billy Joel's territory. Bethpage Black, Farmingdale, New York. You ever been to Long Island, Mikey?
I spent a weekend one night with Bethpage Black.
Head on up to Cold Harbor or one of those harbors, Long Island
Billy
Sound.
Joel was banging in Sag Harbor.
Sag Harbor, yeah. So I'm reading, and this is no surprise at all, but the staggering rates really do get me when you see that some people are putting their houses up for rentals, for Airbnb rentals, in the range of $25,000 to $30,000 for 3 to 5 nights. Now, these are typically homes that are going to fetch that kind of money. Very, very nice homes. I was perusing Airbnb myself a little bit earlier, and I'm not finding anything that's within an earshot of the golf course for under several $1,000s. And this is ranging from like when when Jerry's trying to find a cot in Tuscany to,
nothing
your
to
own
rent.
apartment. There's not a whole lot. That's pretty good. And if you want your own small house that has a couple of bedrooms, you're looking at $7,000 to $10,000 at least. But the prices for beers are also making the rounds on Twitter. What do you think you're paying for just a 16-ounce Bud Light? What are you paying these days at an event?
I mean, at a thing like that?
Yeah, what do you think?
$12.
$15 for the Bud Light.
Highway Road.
$19 for the premium beers. That's about $20
for one beer.
For a beer. So is the crowd going to be able to get that rowdy when they're paying prices like that? That's what people are wondering. Yes, they will. They will pay it. They will be that rowdy.
You just come lit, too.
And they're blitzed when they show up.
That's what I mean.
Ryder
You
Cup.
got to do your homework, man.
They're going to be lit.
You can't show up when you're not prepared.
Ryder Cup. It is a rock concert.
My best friend, O.J. Simpson. Buy my book.
He was always nice to me. OJ was always nice to me. That's what Rim said on this show once.
I can only judge people by how they treated me. He may have murdered 2 people, but he was nice to me.
Well,
How you doing there, Rimmer with the pudding pop?
Nice guy.
Sliding because I'm running on nice.
This is Tracy Morgan now. Shoot.
Tracy Morgan.
We're going to get pregnant.
Someone's going to get pregnant.
You're stupid.
Buckeye show's next. See you tomorrow. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.